when they took 2 pass rushers in the first round. He knows how to deploy those guys.
Only the 49ers had 20. The 49ers only 20 sacks last year. Only the Jets and the Cardinals, Panthers, and Ravens right around them had more. So the Jets addressed things with David Bailey last night. This is why you're talking edge, Joe. Pretty much right there.
So the other move they made in free agency that I liked is the move to get Odigizua from the Cowboys to come in big, someone who can rush inside. Those numbers those aren't going to look like that next year, provided all these big dogs stay healthy.
It looks like somebody's dialing a phone number right now.
Gotta get that back. I was going to say that's got to be the youngest scouting staff in the NFL based off that picture. Now, if we see their draft room again, you'll see it. I think average age-wise, I'm going to put their staff as easily the youngest in the NFL.
Brings back memories for you?
Well, there was like 4 kids looked like they were about age 8 and 12 in the background, so I was thinking that would probably take the numbers down.
So instead of a 20 for 20 club, you're talking about those guys. You're talking about you can get away with it for 10.
Free, that's free labor.
So we're less than 2 minutes to go, waiting for the first pick of the night. Then the Cardinals will have at it. The Buffalo Bills will welcome them to the NFL draft for the first time. The Raiders go again, and then the Giants one more time.
All right, let's start it up, Chiefs Kingdom. We're back for more Chiefs chat. What's going on, Chiefs Kingdom? It's Thunder Dan. I'm back for night 2 of the draft 2027. We're back to see what happens. The first team on the clock is the 49ers, and the pick is in. We're about to see who they're going to go with. Is it going to be edge rusher? Are they going to go Anthony Hill and get a linebacker to be their next Fred Warner? Let's find out. Let's see who it is. I have no idea. I have no clue. Wasn't counting on Peter Woods last night, but I love everything I've read since then. I know his tape was underwhelming from last season. That's pretty much what everybody's saying. And apparently the year before that, had he gone, well, I don't know if he was able to go last year, but that's just my little gong. Let's give one of these for Mansoor Delane for getting the number 1 corner in the draft. There it is. We got the number 1 corner in the draft, folks. We got a guy that's a little bit taller, a little bit longer, and a good bit faster than Trent McDuffie, running a 4.35 in his 40 versus the 4.44 that Trent ran. Trent's not slow, but this kid's fast, and he's sticky, and he tackles like Trent used to. The pick is in for the 49ers. We're going to go take a peekaboo and see what's going on there. Let's listen to these fellas, too. Who's coming out? It's not Roger again, is it? No, it's somebody else. Oh.
What's up, Pittsburgh?
It's Andy Lee,
I just want
punter.
to say it's awesome to be back in my college hometown. It was an honor to play here for 4 years.
He's going to talk a bit because that's what punters like to do.
I want to give a
They like to
shout
talk.
out to the 49er faithful, the best fans
Look at
in
me.
the NFL.
I'm a football player, too. You sure are, buddy.
The 33rd pick.
Here we go.
The 2026 NFL draft.
TJ Parker.
The San Francisco 49ers select Deshaun Stribling.
Deshaun Stribling from Ole Miss. Ooh, electric. Going weapons for Mr. Purdy. I like it. I like it. Strong hands for sure. This guy can play some football, folks. Oof. Here we go. What's up, son? He's one of the guys. This is why these mock drafts, you can't go by them. You can't go by them. Let's go back to the main screen for a second. You can't go by the mock drafts because they constantly had him still alive, still available in round 4, sometimes round 5. I'm like, what are you talking about? That dude is gone in the first 90 picks for sure, probably the first 60. Sure enough, here he is at number 33, gone. Too explosive, too long, too tall, too fast, too big hands. He's got big and strong hands. So that's the kind of guy you want. Let's go ahead and put the ring on and get some good juice going because I want. Now, that means Denzel Boston slid down. Slid down. He's one more closer to us. Let me ask you guys who you'd be happy with as a wide receiver. We got some people in the chat already. What's up, my boy? Adam Zinselmeyer, I missed you yesterday, pal. You call at the end. No Bane. I wasn't trying to be mean. I wish the kid well. I just didn't see it. Beach sucks. Frog Excelsior. Hey, what's going on, buddy? The beach hate is real. I was one of the few people online because I looked around. I watch other people's shows, and I enjoy other people's ideas and thoughts and concepts. I was the first one to say we're probably not going to get Jeremiah Love before the Walker signing because he'll probably be gone in the top 3. People thought I was nuts. I still wanted him. We signed Walker. I still wanted him. If he slid somehow, if somehow everybody lost their mind in the NFL and didn't see how phenomenal Jeremiah Love was, I would have taken him at 9. I would have taken him at 15. I would have taken him at 20. I would have taken him wherever. But I was like, he's not going to get past the Cardinals because their head coach, as they show the Cardinals on the broadcast, their head coach is brothers with the head coach of Green Bay. Mike LaFleur is Matt LaFleur's brother. And Matt LaFleur, you guarantee, was contacting him going, our Packers with Josh Jacobs is a different team without Josh Jacobs. They're not the same guys. Okay. Do they go Tiernan? Do they go pass rush? They've gotten burned by a couple of pass rushers. The Cardinals. Second round is icky. Let's see what's going on here. All right, James Conner coming back from his knee injury.
34th pick in the 2026
Get an edge rusher.
NFL draft. The Arizona Cardinals select Chase Bisontis.
Chase Bisontis, guard. O-line. Okay, they went O-line. They didn't go Tiernan. They didn't go with the tackle. They went inside. Okay, so you're going to get O-lineman now. You get this O-lineman. He's, I think, the second best guard after Ione. You get him. You get Jeremiah Love. I mean, Jeremiah Love's going to make his own blocks. Just the way he moves. This is going to be a different team than they had last year now. Anybody that's got to play the Cardinals, good luck in your division because, I mean, depending on who they have playing quarterback, obviously that's always the catch-all. If your quarterback's horrible, good luck. But the quarterback's decent, they're going to be okay.
Again, the arm length was a little bit of the knock there, Joel, and you feel like he might be a one-position player, but this guy plays with leverage, power, and is an aggressive finisher.
Cat's quiet all night and then decides right when the show starts, let's make a bunch of noise. Okay, so 34 is done. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. We're 5 picks away from our pick. What do we got in the chat here? How about those Bills trading out of the first round? See, this is where I thought they were going to take Denzel Boston in the first round. The fact that they could still get him right here irks me. I don't want any more weapons for Josh Allen. But they do need line help. Their O-line's getting old. They're another team that could use a tackle. Let's see what the board says. I haven't looked at the board today. So let's go 7 teams. Enter solo draft. I'm going to go PFF rankings, even though they were horrible yesterday. I'm going to go enter solo. Just let it start clicking off. And it'll just automatically pick those. It'll fill it with the players that have already been drafted. That's what I do like about the mocks, is they fill it and they adjust the trades so you can follow along that way. Pick is in.
Along the interior offensive line, and then also just more firepower at the wide receiver position. You know, they made that move.
What do you got, Daniel Jeremiah? I'm gonna go back to the regular screen. I don't want to get busted for showing the broadcast too much. I mean, I would definitely. I mean, it's Brady, right? It's the offense coordinator that's now the. Oh wow, it just went. Okay, forget it. It's going AWOL with the picks. It's not following the draft now. They do need edge rusher. They could go Zion Young. They could go Denzel Washington. Denzel Boston. Denzel Washington. I don't think they're signing Denzel Washington. He's a great actor. I don't think he's going to play a football player right now. Let's get some of that water. Get some of that bubbly. Oh, yeah. This is Spindrift sparkling water with real squeezed fruit. It's bubbly and I recommend it.
Just a few minutes ago. Now here's time for the Buffalo Bills. Penn Stater Shane Collin coming to the stage.
What do we got here? We got somebody coming to the stage for the Buffalo Bills. Who is it? Walking out there like an old person. Doesn't look old, though. Oh, it is an old person. Okay. Here we go. What do you say, sir?
With the 35th pick in the
35?
2016 draft, the Buffalo Bills select linebacker T.J. Parker from Clemson.
T.J. Parker called him a linebacker. Okay. All right. He's going to be a pain in the butt, but, you know, hopefully he's not much better than he was in college last year because he didn't do what they thought he was going to do. So did all of Clemson, though, right? So they're going to have a Clemson guy there. We got our Clemson guy in Peter Woods. They needed edge rushers. Epinesa, those guys getting older, being just okay, not great. They needed help. He's a big, long kid. He's got good speed, good size. You know, the Bills will figure out how to use him properly, sadly. It'll be a problem for us. But that's where our offensive line comes in. And I think we're really good on the offensive line. I don't know what people are talking about this offseason, about us needing this and needing that, and that's just nonsense. Come on now. What are we talking about here, people? Let's see. Maybe another mock draft will have the updated trades for today or whatever. But he's excited. He looks excited. He's happy with his family. I was a little concerned. Did you guys watch any of the videos with the players? I was a little concerned that Peter Woods wanted to get off the phone like right away. Look at that. We got Texans, Giants, Raiders. My buddy Casey thinks that's where Tiernan goes if he's on the board still. He might go right here with the Texans. Oh, there's a trade. Pick is in. Okay, so the Texans weren't there. So Jaden Reed's staying with the Packers longer. He just got a contract extension. 3 years for $50.25 million in new money. Bam. It's nice to play football, I guess, huh?
It's a great day to be a small business.
Okay, let's go round 2. Let's go 3 rounds. And we'll go.
Your to-do list done by us.
I got to try another mock draft system. Let me mute this TV because it's not really doing anything that I need to hear about. It's commercials. Let me get to the chat real quick while we're still here. Left off at Veach sucks and IDN. You're happy with the draft? Love the picks so far. Only thing I didn't love was the third, but Mansoor is a shutdown corner that anyone else. So I'd be happy to pay it. Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's 4.35, a little bit taller, a little bit longer, and a good bit faster than McDuffie. The guy ran a 4.35. Okay, he's sticky. He tackles. He's super confident. This dude, the thing that where they lost me with Trent was Thanksgiving. I love the kid. I love Trent McDuffie. Love having him on the team. But where he showed that he was not L'Jarius Sneed in his prime was when he got pushed around by George Pickens on Thanksgiving Day. Him and the other corners, they just weren't a match for those guys. And granted, they did do some shenanigans, those receivers for the Dallas Cowboys. They weren't playing clean football. But you can't have that. Like a dude, stud corner, you might fool him, you might get him like that once. He's going to make you pay. He's going to punish you the rest of the game. He's going to figure you out. This dude didn't allow more than one catch to any receiver in the entire last season. This kid, I mean, like he allowed 95 yards all year. It's crazy. Hang on 1 second. We're going to pause. We'll be right back. Oh, I'm off. Sorry about that. Had a cat emergency. The Texans and the Raiders traded. Texans gave up a second and a fourth, and the Raiders get a second and a third. Texans got a second and a fourth. Okay. I mean, that's kind of interesting. I don't know if I would have done that. But, you know, it is what it is. They got, let's see, they lost Jimmy Ward. I don't care about that. Who'd they take right now? They just took Cade McDonald, right? Did it show yet or the pick is in? They're showing this graphic thing like it's not there yet. Oh, they're still coming out.
Field with that defense.
I mean, you got a heck of a center fielder
What
there
am I missing
already.
here?
Could they go up front?
Let's go all the way.
Yeah, I mean, you can go for one of the big guys. I mean, the defensive.
I thought they were going to go
is-
Tiernan.
is all there. I've
I
got
thought they're going to
McDonald
scoop
as
the
top
Raiders and
one,
take
followed by
offensive line right
Hunter
here.
I'm
and
joined
Kristen
by
Miller.
Billy Miller, original
Let's see
Houston
here.
Texan.
Whoops. I need round 2. What's going on? Why are you still showing round 1 on the top? That's weird.
What do they need? Nothing.
Yeah, it's Cade McDonald.
He's going to be more than something.
That's weird.
To be added to that mix.
What he's going to do
It's
is he's
weird.
gonna
It was
give
like I was in a
those
time
edge
loop
rushers,
and it
those
just
freaks
switched
on the
back and then
edge,
switched
more
back again.
opportunity to do what they do best
Let's
and rush
see
the
here.
passer, 'cause he's going to handle the run game. They play more than a gap.
So they're only showing the first round on the top of the link here on the NFL Plus page, which sucks. Let's keep it rolling, bro. Let me see round 2. Okay, so Cade McDonald to the Texans. There you go.
Feels like relief because of what happened
Let's
yesterday.
go
Being here and being around them, you know
back into the chat real
possibilities
quick.
exist that you
Bring
may
back
not
John
know,
Dorsey. No,
but it's
Frog.
still stunning and it
You do not
hurts
trust
when you're not
Beach.
the guy. When you're
Dude,
the one
I'm
running
telling you,
down,
listen to Adam
every
Zinzelmeyer.
opportunity,
Listen to me. I'm telling you.
young man a ton of credit, staying
This kid,
around,
and the thing I listened to today, which was awesome, was
across the stage.
look at Cade McDonald. He should have been the first round. I'm surprised we didn't take him because he's a beast, man. Him,
Guys, he used them all over the place. They would jump around in defensive structures, and one of the reasons why all those other players had one-on-one opportunities to rush the passer and blitz the quarterback was because this guy was getting a lot of attention in the middle of that defense. A unanimous All-American. He had great production in the interior, 60 tackles, and that was with them keeping the snap count low. He only played 32 snaps per game.
It also tells you about player development. We can talk all we want about players moving around, transferring NILs, but player development matters. And Ohio State developed him, developed Arvell Reese, one-year starters who are top draft picks.
And a nice moment he was dreaming about quite some time. There with O.C. Umenyiora.
I'm joined here by the great O.C. Umenyiora. O.C. played for the Giants. What a great man he is. With the 37th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Colton Hood, defensive back, Tennessee.
How you doing out there? It's great to be here. Let me just say, I would be remiss without bringing up the late, great Willie Brown when he would tell all of you.
Damn, I've been off for a minute here.
To remember your mother.
Sorry about that, Adam.
On Mother's Day.
I still wouldn't have gone Mendoza. I told people last night I like him,
dinner,
but I think he's closer
flowers,
to.
Tell her you love her, and remind her that.
He's talking.
Pick in the 2026 NFL Draft.
That was a weird transition.
The Las Vegas Raiders select Traden Stukes, defensive
Corner.
back, Arizona.
DB.
Well, I mentioned the
Traden
risers and the
Stukes.
climbers late in the process.
Wow,
It was Strickland
Casey,
and
you're gonna be
Stukes. Those
pissed.
are the two names who got a lot of
But
buzz late in
Casey's
the
gonna be so
process
mad.
with him.
I'm sorry, I didn't have this guy in the top 2 rounds at all. So okay, all right. They're okay. Nice catch. There's a lot of good corners in this draft. I don't know that I would have gone that early to corner, especially with their needs. I think they need offensive line help. Sorry about that silent barrier earlier. A lot of what I was saying was Peter Woods was projected to be a top 5 or 10 pick going in like this time last year before they had their awful Clemson season. A lot of people said it's coaching. I mean, this is where coaching starts. You get the NFL. Coaching matters. Okay, we're on the clock. Brown's pick is in. If Peter Woods plays like he did in 2024, we had 8.5 tackles for a loss and 3 sacks from the D tackle spot. Plus, he played fullback. He comes in special fullback, goal line and short yardage. He had 2 touchdowns for Clemson. Like legit can like carry the ball. It doesn't look like he's out of place doing it, which is interesting. With Kenneth Walker in the backfield. I don't mind him blowing open holes for Kenneth Walker in the backfield either. With Woods and Kenneth Walker and Fields and our usual cadre of interesting plays, Goal line and short yardage is going to be real fun this year. I'm sure Andy's scheming up all kinds of stuff. We all got to understand. We all got to remember. I know we didn't give up picks for him, but our first pick for this year was Kenneth Walker. Really, we added a Super Bowl MVP. We added a safety, Gilman. Is it Gilman? Gillum? I can't remember. I never know how to pronounce his name. Holloway Gilman. We got Gilman at safety. We got a really savvy safety, which is nice. We added Kyrie Elam, who was a first-round pick a couple years ago, and just I don't know if he's been mismanaged or hasn't had the opportunity or can't get his head out of his butt, needs the coaching. Now, whether Coach Merritt's going to be there or not, we don't know. We don't know what's going on. That's to be determined. But let's see here. Would you check the sound? There's sound when they make the pick. However, there's no sound when you're talking. Yeah, I have a mute button on here. I muted it because we had a cat emergency, so I had to go and feed my poor old cat who was crying his head off, and he's really loud. We got burned by one of the most inept teams in the league. Didn't have to give up picks to get a corner. No, I don't agree, Kevin. I think that was a good, because everything I've heard is that first I heard that the Saints were going to take him before us, and then I also heard that there was another team, possibly the Steelers. It's always those two. It's always the Saints and Steelers trying to get in front of us to grab that player we want. Back when it was Patrick Mahomes, this time with Delane. So I trust. Nice, another O-line falls. I trust that everybody in the league pretty much had Delane the number one corner because a second corner didn't go till late. And it was Chris Johnson, who I didn't think should have went before Hood. The thing he's got over Hood is length, but Hood's sticky and he's on guys, and his coverage skills seem better to me. Johnson, if you're going to play him back and off and use his eyes a lot, that could be good. Use his reach and his length. But to play close cover man and stuff like that, I would have taken Colton Hood over Johnson. But again, if you can coach Johnson up in that aspect of the game, he's got way better length. The thing I heard today from Nick Wright was he went and reviewed all the corners that have been taken high in the top 5 or 10, and the turnout rate is awesome. Is awesome. It's like 80% or more that go Pro Bowl or All Pro. So I'm good. There's nobody looking at that pick going, the Chiefs are fools for taking that guy. It sucks that we lost the third. Fifth's no big deal. And we have, don't forget, that third rounder from the Rams for next year. I think that's how Brett Veach is playing it. We'll see. I think he's going to get us back in there doing that, but I'm not sure. Where are we at here? Adam says there's a couple of reasons. Okay, then they performed. Got that one already. Hope Buffalo and the Raiders don't take Boston. They haven't so far. The Browns already took a receiver in Casey Concepcion, so they went receiver and they went O-line and receiver. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is where Colton Hood already is gone. So man, they could go Anthony Hill there, they could go linebacker, or they could go Zion Young right here. Let's see what it says. Who is it?
They need to know your boys. Joe Hayden.
Joe Hayden coming out here. Joe Hayden taking the stage.
Yeah.
Hello, what's up, Pittsburgh?
Turn this down a little bit.
We are here to announce the 39th pick for my Cleveland Browns. With the 39th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select
Denzel Boston. Damn it. Back-to-back receivers.
Here we go.
Back-to-back receivers.
Receivers now at their last two picks. Casey
Wow.
Concepcion.
Didn't expect that.
Denzel Boston. Yeah, this is...
I thought we were clear. Son of a bee sting. Well, that's a horse of a different color, see? Well, okay. I'm not going to get off that screen because that's just going to annoy me watching them make plays for the Browns. Oh, man. That's annoying. Okay, so let me enter the solo draft and see if it fills out properly or not. Fast, go. So where does that leave us? Where does it leave us? Okay, Denzel Boston just went off the board. Jeremy Bernard, Chris Brazel, if they don't think he's got too many issues. Or the guys seeing today, and I forgot about Bryce Lance. I mean, did we go with a Christian Watson type from the same school? Length, super speed, can do end arounds, which we like. Do we surprise people and take him? I mean, Jeremy Bernard's got decent length, size. I mean, speed was 4.48. It's not crazy, but it's decent. But for the length and everything else, that's good. Our pick's already in, so we're not wasting any time. They got somebody in mind. Do we go Elijah Surratt? Do we shock the world and go Jacoby Lane or Malachi Field or Malachi is it Fields, the Notre Dame kid? Yeah. Can you tell this threw me a little bit?
In the second round.
Oh man!
He never wrote
I thought we were getting Denzel Boston. I did. We're
having
not.
the ball thrown to him.
Let's go to the review screen.
College fan done using Nevada, wasn't he?
Here's the Chiefs pick. Yes, sir.
Chiefs pick,
Call,
and they take Mike Washington Jr. I'm just kidding. I could see Anthony Hill Jr. here.
Pittsburgh.
I could see a wide receiver.
And hail
I could see Omar.
Pitt.
What's going to be? Bill Moss.
With the 40th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs
T. Hill, great.
select R.
Mason Thomas. R. Mason
defensive
Thomas.
end.
Here we go. As soon as he said R, I'm like, I know who it is. We're going
I'll tell
edge.
you what, this Chiefs team was not
We're going edge.
satisfied with how they played defense
Here we
last
go.
year, specifically on third down. They were not good
Oklahoma,
in
the
that
wind
department,
comes roaring on the
29th in league.
plains.
So what have they done?
All
They've
right,
gone out
R.
and got a
Mason
corner
Thomas,
in
you're a
Delane,
chief, bro.
an interior pass rusher in Peter Woods, and now they get someone who can really be a fastball and fly off
All
the
right.
edge and plays with unbelievable energy
So we've definitely fed the
tenacity.
defense
And R. Mason Thomas coming
the
off
first
the edge.
couple
you
of
see
days.
his ability, he can win up top.
Dang,
Or if
dude.
you're going to overset him,
6'2"
he's
and a
gonna be
quarter,
able to get
241
right
pounds.
inside your
He's
shoulder
not a
and win
SAG,
on the
a
short
spag
path to
sized
the
guy,
quarterback.
but he's
Someone who's
explosive,
got
man.
some real
He's
feel
definitely
as
a threat off
rusher.
the edge.
Power, watch him just
And
throw
power,
the
like,
tackle right back
you watch
into
his
the
tape,
quarterback
he's just
in that
throwing the
Auburn
right
game.
tackles
And
backwards.
Andy Reid, you can tell what the priority
Dude,
was.
where's Spags
He was
at?
not satisfied
Spags is
with
sitting
where
down.
they were
Gotta
defensively.
sit down, I
There's
gotta
been some
breathe.
changes and a lot of additions so far in this draft.
Remember the overhaul when they took the 5 defensive backs in
Kudos to
the
Eddie.
one draft?
There was a handful of pundits out there as well that had
defense
us.
and continuing to be a Super Bowl
Go back to the
team.
screen.
That's what
There was a
it looks
handful
like
of
they're
Chiefs
trying to
pundits
do
out there
right
that
now
had
to
us
get
going
back.
on Mason Thomas. So to all you guys that called that one, kudos to you. I think I took him in maybe 1 or 2 drafts. I did a lot of mock drafts. R. Mason Thomas flash promise and limited action in 2022-2023. Broke out for the Sooners in 2024 with 9 sacks, 13 tackles for loss. In 2025, he maintained his previous level of production, logging 6.5 sacks, 9.5 tackles for loss, and earning solid PFSN edge impact score of 80.6. In those comparisons will be drawn to former Sooner studs like Nick Benito. That's the one I heard him compared to, is Nick Benito. And I think Spags is like, give me a guy like that. Because the way the Broncos use him, Nick Benito's a pain in the butt. So, you know, they say he's got a lot, in reality, in truth, he's got a lot of work to do before he's the same caliber as Benito. Benito had a lot of work to do in his first year or so before he became the Benito we see now. So they're rookies, man. These guys have only played college. I don't care how great or how high I am on a guy, until you line up Mansoor Delane against an NFL wide receiver who's been doing it for a minute, you're still a college player.
The day's not much
Bengals
longer,
pick
but
is
the
in.
day's been long, correct?
Let's see
Defensive
who they
player.
get.
Who Dey, Cincinnati?
Oh my gosh.
With the 41st pick
Ken
in the
Anderson.
2026 NFL Draft,
Ken Anderson, quarterback.
the Cincinnati Bengals select Cassius Howell,
Cassius
defensive
Howell.
end, Texas A&M.
Texas A&M.
Back
Interesting.
to
I
Texas
thought we
A&M,
might go with
right?
him.
Shamar Stewart last year.
He's a
Go
little
up
he's a
and
little
get Cassius
thicker
Howell this
than,
year. They like to shop
than,
at the same store here. Big
R.
time
Mason
fastball.
Thomas.
This
He's
is
got
one of
the same
elite
short
gets.
arm
Look at what David
situation you
Bailey
tell
having
in
the
the
best
photo
get off of anybody in
as
this draft.
Bane.
This might be number
But
2
quick.
right here. Look at his ability to
He
win
did-
early and get
He
underneath.
did produce in college too, just like
edge
Bane did.
blockers. That's that same move, that little dip
So,
and rip. And guys
but
don't
his
even
dip
get
and
a
rip is
hand on him
fast.
as he just about pulverizes poor Nussmeier there.
Yeah.
The counter rush, once you account
Oh,
for that
outside
speed
inside,
again,
that was
be
ugly.
able to feel
That was
those
dirty,
shoulders
man.
get turned,
Oh,
and then he's going to give you a little
goodness.
spider crawl at the end, and then because
Oh,
of
his
that
outside
speed,
inside
you can
was
run him on a
not
lot of stunts
fun
and
to
games
watch.
where you can use that athleticism. Another
You
one with
gotta play
short
the Bengals
arms. We
this
talked
year?
about that at the
Let's see.
combine. The
Playoffs,
Bengals don't
maybe?
seem to care. They got a good rusher.
Great bend, great dip, kind of the Von Howell. Or excuse me,
So how do you
Von,
guys feel about that? Would you have rather had Cassius Howell, or are you happy that we got R. Mason
Von
Thomas?
Milton.
That's a question. Let's go D-line, University, baby. Adam Sinzelmeyer. Chris Bell is still nice. Here's my concern with Chris Bell. I really don't want anyone coming off injuries. I had the same feeling about Jermod McCoy when I was looking at corners. Plus, I just thought Delane was better, period. But especially if they're coming off injury. Saints pick is already in. They're flying now. They got 7 minutes tonight, and the picks are just keeping up. Dolphins are on the clock. Saints. Which way will the Saints go? Which way will the Saints go? They went Jordan Tyson already. I wonder which way they're going to go. They could go O-line. They need a running back. Oh, if they go Mike Washington Jr. right here, that'd be sick. I don't want to see that, though. I want Mike to stick around till later so we can steal him. What do we got?
With the 42nd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Christian Miller.
D-tackle, Georgia. Nice pickup.
Yeah, this is a big, powerful dude. We talked about the D-tackles at the top. Now we've seen a couple of them, McDonald and now Miller, come off the board.
Huge boy.
This dude, man, he's going to be one of the first off the bus. You can see why he was a big-time coveted recruit. Massive size, 321 pounds on that
almost 6'4"
frame.
Oh my
gosh. He can work through contact.
See, that's what I'm talking about, guys. That's the kind of D-tackle I like. He gets his hands on you, you're on the ground. You're not getting away. You're not sliding out.
The energy and the
you're not
effort. They
sneaking
say
out
when you
of his
talk
grasp.
to the coaches at Georgia,
Once he closes those hands on you, you're stuck. Or he's going to pull your legs out like that in the last second. He's just a powerful kid.
That's something I'm sure Coach Staley's going to enjoy coaching.
I interviewed him on the radio, and you know where he did the interview from? The Stairmaster. He's actually doing the stair climber, doing the interview.
Chat main screen, so we don't get copyright stricken. Dolphins are on the clock. Dolphins could go any which way, but up, down, sideways, who knows? They went Caden Proctor and Chris Johnson in the first round. They need weapons, man. They need to give some weapons to their quarterback, Malik Willis. So if I'm the Dolphins and I need weapons, I need receivers because they kept one guy. Let's see here. I can't believe this. Oh, the auto draft gave us Zion Young. Interesting. Nope. R. Mason Thomas. Okay, so Chris Bell, who you mentioned, Adam, is still on the board. Jeremy Bernard, Brazel. These are the ones that PFF has ranked the highest that are still there. Bryce Lance. I mean, I could see them going Bryce Lance, and Miami likes the speed. I don't know what their coach's mentality is. The defensive guy is the thing. So he's gone O-line, and he reached for a corner that a lot of people didn't have as highly rated. Let me just check the defensive side of the ball. So Caden, Colton, he could go Lee Hunter. He might want a big presence in the middle. He could go Brandon Cisse. I think those two would be the forefront of his thought process. Stukes is gone. He already went corner. Well, Cisse is a corner. He already went corner. So if he goes tackle, he probably goes Lee Hunter if he wants a big presence in there. Does he go safety? Does he want a safety this early? I mean, does he want to start the run on them? Because there hasn't really been a run on them yet. Linebacker, Anthony Hill Jr. is still there. Rodriguez is still there, I believe. Is Rodriguez not still there? I don't see him on the board here. Wait a minute. Did Jacob Rodriguez get drafted and I missed it yesterday? Or did he get drafted today and I missed it? Let me see here. Jacob Rodriguez, where are you? This is the real-time fun stuff. No, still there. Why do they not have him listed here? This is weird. Oh, because I'm in a speed draft here. They gave him to the Texans, who didn't take him, obviously. So I got to get out of this draft because it's messing my thought patterns up here. I'm like, wait, why did I miss it? It's only because it's a fake draft. That's why I missed it. I'm going to go to ESPN rankings and see what happens if it does the updates like it does the other one. And it does. Okay. He's there. You're right. Let's go D-line. We didn't been there, done that. Our D-line is revamped, bro. I mean, I'm good right now. I don't want to do anything else right now with D-line unless we get more picks than maybe later. I called Kenyon Sadiq last night. I didn't hear anybody else call that one. I called it. The pick after that, I was trying to focus and think about who it was because I was so excited and geeked up that I called Kenyon Sadiq. I couldn't think straight. And I was like, I made a joke about Dan Campbell. He's nipping at my kneecaps. I can't think straight about who they would take. Okay, this one's updating him. Good. I like it. Okay, it's updated the second round as well. So let's get back to. So Miami's up next. They haven't picked yet. You got to give him a weapon, bro. You got to give Malik Willis a weapon. Not Zachariah Branch. Zachariah Branch was in jail 3 days ago. Is this Chris Brazzell right here? He's falling. He's falling. A lot of people had him rated a lot higher than that. Is that D-line excitement? Is that offensive weapon excitement in that Miami room? I don't know how many of those guys are defensive-minded guys. I don't know Miami's staff at all. Like I said, it could go Lee Hunter here. They could go wide receiver. That's what I would see happening. Let's see here. Anthony Hill Jr. Do they want to go middle linebacker?
And this is a team that we would think is in need of a wide receiver in the draft.
They definitely are in need of a wide receiver, Rich Eisen. You're not incorrect. He's coming out here for them.
Gold jacket.
Who of any number of Miami stars could be coming out here?
Hello, everyone. Football fans.
Dwight Stevenson, center, 1980 draft.
In the 2026 NFL draft, the Miami Dolphins select
Jacob Rodriguez. We just talked about him. Jacob Rodriguez going to the Miami Dolphins. Nice pickup. Oh my gosh.
Jacob Rodriguez is
good for him and his military wife right there. Good family. And the team that had a stud Hall of Fame white middle linebacker, and Zach Thomas years ago, goes back to the well. This dude, man. 7 forced fumbles in one season.
With this punch,
dude.
Miami Dolphins are going to get some turnovers off of this. I mean, it is accurate. Boom.
I like him a lot, man. That's a great pickup for the Dolphins. Dang it. We were just talking about him, Adam. He's gone now. He's gone now. It is what it is. Let's go back to the Chiefs chat. Man, he's a fumble forcing machine. He's a tackling machine. He's always in the mix. That's a great pickup for the Dolphins. Wow. You can tell they got a defensive head coach. He's taken O-line for his quarterback, and the rest of them defense so far. Let's see what it is. Let's see what happens here. Turn this down. Okay. He's very excited to be a Miami Dolphin, it looks like. Good for him. Well, here's our special cup of the night, Black Rifle Coffee. That's what I used to do. I used to be this guy over here. I was number 4, jumping out the door of the helicopter. Long time ago, I can still remember how that helicopter used to sound. Lions are up. They trade with the Jets. They get the 44th pick, and they give the Jets the 50th and 128th pick. Jets and Browns they're dinking and diving all over this draft, man. Interesting. Calvin Johnson, Megatron, coming to the stage to make the pick for the Detroit Lions.
Go Pittsburgh!
Let's go Pittsburgh!
With the 44th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Derek Moore,
defensive end from Michigan. Fellow Michigan guy to go along with Hutch. Dang.
Now that leaves Colorado and Appalachian.
Dang.
Might be a long wait for
wow.
By the way,
okay.
defensive end from Michigan going to the Lions.
Demolishes tight ends.
Well in the past. How about the power and
okay, we're going to go back to the main screen. We'll watch 2 plays of his.
From every single game, he's going to test your brakes.
No,
he's going to put his hands on your chest.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Strong hands. He gets a hold of you, pulls you to the ground.
He's just going to pry
Bye.
open that outside shoulder.
Not slipping out of his grasp.
To finish. Here he is at the Senior Bowl. Look at the knockback here against the tight end. He doesn't even have to make the tackle. He just runs the
that's Dan Villari. Okay, we need to show that. So the Syracuse tight end getting worked. We get it. Oh, Markel Bell. He just destroyed the tackle for Miami. Oh my gosh. Woo! Hurricanes tackle had no chance. No chance. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so no, this is now it's off again because it's not caught up. So we'll go ahead and reset this again. Reset it to ESPN. We'll go fast. Spoop. So Ravens are up, then the Bucks, then the Colts, then the Falcons. Still no sign of the Chiefs trading back up. It's kind of early. It's the second round, so I don't expect we would trade up until the third round, if at all. Might use that Rams third rounder next year. Or they might be saving their bullets because just money. Wow, that draft went fast. Oh my gosh. I just forgot about it. Okay, if this was correct, let's take a look at this. So here the mock drafter caught up with all the ones that have actually happened, all the way down to Rodriguez and Derek Moore. Then it went Jermod McCoy to the Ravens, Anthony Hill to the Bucks, Zion Young to the Colts, Avian Terrell, McNeil Warren, Brandon Cisse, Branch, Halsey, Dunker, Jackus, Pregnone, guard to the Chargers, Williams to the Jaguars, Jeremy Bernard going 57, Crawford, Scott, Pons, Hurst, Allen, Bell going right here. Here's your guy Bell, and Sam Hecht. What if the Chiefs get McCoy in the 4th? I mean, we'd have to trade back up to do it because we don't have the 4th next. You mean tomorrow? Maybe. Who knows? But apparently there's been a new issue. They're saying that he might need surgery. Let me go back here. Actually, I can stay here. There's apparently a new issue that, oops. Now, why is that showing that? Oh, I know what it is. Let me go here. And then I can go here. You guys aren't seeing my screen. Apparently there's a new issue with the leg where he might need more knee surgery. So that's what scared people off. Let's see here. Chris Bell is still nice. Pick is in. He's there. Say mid-3rd. What if the Chiefs get McCoy in the 4th? That'd be awesome. I mean, if the knee passes muster with our medical staff, I'd be fine with it. But right now, we don't have a pick tomorrow. And this doesn't have us trading back in. So look at the Miami Dolphins. They're all over the place in this draft. Boom, boom, boom. Bryce Lance, Zachy Wheatley, Jayshon Barham. Man, if they do this, they're going to be loading up hardcore. Lee Hunter to the Raiders. I don't like that. Oof. Okay, let's reset that and see what happens. Okay. So fast, 3 rounds, let her rip. First thing it does is fill out the ones that have already happened. So right now, once we get past this round right here, boom. Okay. Again, it did Jermod McCoy, Anthony Hill in sequence to those two teams. They didn't pick yet, right? No, they're still on the board. Pick is in for the Ravens. Bucks are on the clock. What do we have here? Ooh, I'll talk about the game in Rio.
Stadium.
Happy it's not us.
I think I said that right.
I like it. I'm
More
not
that nonsense.
Week
3 they go to Rio, not week 1 or 2. Week 1.
Gonna have to learn Portuguese, Jim.
Ridiculous.
Don't you think the Ravens and Cowboys sound?
Okay. So, back to this guy right here. Based on this one, it doesn't show our other draft picks. Dang it. Still showing this stuff. They're all happy. They're lightly shaking hands. They're not too excited. This is like, they already went O-line though. This is like lineman energy. Maybe D-line. Maybe this is Lee Hunter right here. They like having those big bodies on either side of the line. They also need help on the tackle spots too, because Stanley's not getting any younger. Maybe it's gonna be Tiernan. Let's find out. Who's coming out to announce it for them? That's the question. Go here for a second while we're waiting for this guy to take the stage. Resume that draft. Who else goes here? Yeah, it kind of sticks with the same pattern. Let's see here. What do we got? Okay, we got a whole bunch of people coming on.
This the hospitality y'all got for your boy.
Oh boy.
This the hospitality y'all got for your boy.
Oh, it's Mark Ingram, of course.
Don't worry.
Yes, it
On
is.
behalf of me,
Mark.
my son, these wonderful
M&T
young
Bank
ladies,
Mark.
and all the Flock Nation, we got a special message for y'all, Pittsburgh.
Oh, wow. Get the kid to say it.
You got a problem with that? Come see me. Big trust.
Big trust. I forgot all about that. Big trust.
Now for real.
Okay, what do you got?
Special shout out to these young women standing alongside me tonight.
Okay.
Who have been playing flag football at the high school level in Maryland.
Okay, playing too much of the show. We're going to go back over here to this screen. We're going to refresh it again. I'm going to go ESPN. I'm going to go 7 rounds. I'm going to go fast. I'm going to let her rip for a second while we go back here and see if he calls
They
a
are
pickup.
here today celebrating a
Nope.
state sanctioned.
Still doing something else. All right, what do we got going on here? Okay. Still here. Stribling, Bisonis, Parker, McDonald, Coldhood, Stukes, Denzel Boston, Armisen Thomas, right before Cassius Howell, Kristen Miller, Rodriguez. Yeah, they keep going Gerard McCoy, so maybe the system knows something we don't know. Nope, Zion Young. Zion Young, baby.
We can go all the way back to Suggs, a little more wiggle, but again, someone who is
In
very
tears.
strong at the point of attack. Zion
So Chiefs
Young,
don't
he's
go
gonna
with the
knock you
Mizzou
back,
guy.
especially when you can give him a little bit of a runway. If he can get a little bit of a runway to get built up and going, he can really knock you back into the quarterback. Here's the
Interesting.
power through the contact. You get your hands on him, and he's able to work through it.
Interesting.
And tight ends, again, you're not going to block
Destroys
him.
tight
Just forget
ends.
it. You better bring somebody else
I
to
think
help
the
him
Chiefs were
because
worried
he
about his
destroys tight ends on a
DWI
consistent
in the
basis.
offseason.
Here's some of that power we discussed, CD. You saw that in Mobile with a lot
I think
of
he
these
would have been the
rushers.
guy,
It's
except for the
unique class in
DWI.
that these pass rushers, primarily it's power. We've had a couple speed
Defensive
guys
MVP of the Senior Bowl.
tonight, but the majority of these guys are heavy-handed power rushers.
Which means there's room for them to grow as rushers because the
Big long kid. Let's go back to the Chiefs chat screen. That said, I'm going to set up some R. Mason Thomas tape. We can watch some of that since that's our guy right now. R. Mason Thomas highlights. And of course, the Chiefs websites are all getting them up fast. Let's mute that for a second.
If they find
Skip. Let's go to the preview screen. R. Mason Thomas, 26 tackles, 6.5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 1 pass defended. Missed some games due to injury. Oof, okay. Didn't waste any time with that left tackle. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. I like that. That's early. That's you know. Let's go here. Goes around that guy. That guy put his eyes down. That was weird. Gamecocks. He's consistently battling left tackles. Look at that. Holding. Oh, it's a tight end. He's holding the tight end off with one arm and he picks scoops and scores? Oh my gosh. Okay. I haven't seen this play before. Was that the one? That's the one. He hurt his hamstring or his calf and he kept running down the field. Everybody was talking about that. That's a safety. Sack lunch. That's just no bones about it. I know exactly where you're going. I'm going to come get you and turn the sound off on the screen. I thought Pregno might have made sense there too, man, but they already went guard once. So Zion Young for sure. I thought Pregno or Tiernan, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, they got Ione earlier in the draft. So R. Mason Thomas is he's a pain in the butt. I like this guy. Oh, that's a mobile quarterback right there. It didn't matter though. Coming off the edge, get in there. Let me shove you back into the lap of everybody and get you for a 3-yard loss. Circle's almost too big to see the player. Nice. Oh, blind shot on the QB. Oh, my, oh, my. Here he is over here. Obviously, the big, huge donut. Nope. Held the edge nicely for not a huge guy. Now he's going against the right tackle. And he's just on the running back that much faster. Okay, we got some speed right here. I like this. That's a long play. Oh, gets the hands up. Nice job. Guy was holding his throat, too. Get in there. Oosh. All right, let me double check and see what's going on with the drafty-roo here.
What is Jermon McCoy?
Josiah Trotter.
That's when somebody's got to get comfortable with the knee.
They didn't go Anthony Hill Jr. Josiah Trotter. They went with Jeremiah Trotter's son, a guy I thought might be on the radar for the Chiefs. He's gone to the Buccaneers, where he's going to team up with Reuben Bain Jr. The pick is in for the Steelers. Who are they going to take? We can watch this one live. Come on now. Falcons are on the clock. Shout out to Brandon, who I met today by the bank. I was doing errands. Huge Falcons fans. Rise up. I told him the best addition they made this offseason was getting a real head coach. They had Arthur Smith, good offense coordinator, not a good head coach. They had last year, oh my gosh, you can see his Raheem Moore, great defense coordinator, not a good head coach both times. Wish him the best as coordinator again, but they needed a head coach, and they got Kevin Stefanski, who has won 2 head coach of the year awards.
2026 NFL Draft.
Steelers.
The
John
Pittsburgh
Stallworth.
Steelers select
Jeremy Bernard. Woo! Going back to the Georgia receiver well, they got Pickens. Oh, no, Alabama, sorry.
Nice shot.
I'm thinking of Branch, and Branch's not going anytime soon.
Waving their towels, all excited.
That's a nice pickup.
And how about being a wide
That's a nice
receiver
pickup.
drafted by the Steelers in front of all these folks? And the picks announced by Jones.
Yeah, how about being a wide receiver drafted by the Steelers? Drafted by the Steelers in front of all these folks, and you don't know who's going to throw you the football. That sucks. But, maybe it'll be Aaron Rodgers. Maybe it'll be somebody else yet to be named. But yeah, they call him tough, instinctive, and smart. He's got good speed. He's got good hands. He's a good receiver. I was never blown away by there's nothing on his tape that really blew me away. Let me see what cuts they put together here with Daniel Jeremiah. I'll share with you guys. Slant, wins on the slant, no problem. Double move, gets held up and still gets away. Coming across the middle, catch, run. Okay, he's got some Cooper in him. Oh, was it Omar Cooper? It was the Cooper from Indiana that the Jets took late in the first round. Yeah, Omar Cooper Jr. He's got a bit of that in him. He's got a little bit of that run after the catch, slants, comebacks, double moves. Not going to just blow everybody away with his speed, but, good football player. Falcons pick is in. Vikings are on the clock. Vikings are on the clock.
Jumped up there and made.
I checked Allstate first.
I forgot about that. They added Michael Pittman Jr. Listen to this receiving core. DK Metcalf, Michael Pittman Jr., and now Jeremy Bernard, and you don't know who your quarterback is. I think they're trying to make it look appealing to Aaron Rodgers, maybe just a little bit. I think Mike McCarthy's over there. I'm just going to load up offensive weapons and make it impossible for him to not come back. We shall see. But I think they lost Gainwell to the Bucks, didn't they? They lost Gainwell to somebody. So the running back game is going to be interesting too. Showing Fernando Mendoza on a commercial. Mr. Big Time, Mr. Big Money. He's a good kid. He's a good quarterback. I don't see him as a number 1 overall pick. I don't see Ty Simpson as number 13 overall either. I just feel like they could have traded back and got a boatload of picks, and then maybe traded back again and got even more, and just loaded up in the first 150 picks of this draft. Maybe get Carson Beck in the 3rd round. I mean, Carson Beck he started for 3 seasons. What do you got in the chat for me, Zion? Anybody that's lurking, give me a comment. Throw a comment out there. You're welcome to it. Damn cat threw the whole show off. Muted for 2 seconds to feed my poor starving cats, and people got quiet. I think we were mostly waiting for the Chiefs pick anyway, but joke will be on you guys if we trade back into the 3rd or the 2nd, because you won't be here to see it. I'll just check my phone later. That's what most people do. I know. Most people aren't psychotic like I am, and all the pundits that cover the Chiefs are. They're just going to check their phone later, see what we got. Oh, that's cool. Well, I never heard of that guy. That's the thing. I have heard of these guys. I've been watching these guys tape for a long time. We're going to go back to our Mason Thomas for a minute. Okay, here goes again. Back to the right side. Shaving down the line and making the play. Wow. Okay. Now he's on the left side again. Right side of the defense. Oh, inside the tackle. Holds him at the point of attack. Sticks the arm out and gets the running back. I think I'm going to enjoy watching this guy play for us. Just hope he can stay healthy. My buddy Casey just texted me, not crazy about that pick. I knew he wouldn't be. I knew he wouldn't be. Ooh, stunt. Push. Mobile quarterback running for his life. Throws it away. That's a win for the defense. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? He's out of the play. Gets back in the play and forces the guy to bounce. Nice job. I like our Mason Thomas. I like his game. I wouldn't have been thrilled in the first round, but I like his game. Jacob, you're gone. Dang it. The Raiders trading Stukes. Casey, talk to me, bro. What's going on through your head right now? What's going on? Falcons pick is in. Their first pick of the draft. The auto pick has them taking who? Emmanuel McNeil Warren. If they take him, I'll be disappointed for them. This is the first pick of your draft, guys. They took a safety. Sidney Brown. A different safety. They went safety in the first round. It feels like they just picked need. How are you showing who they... That's weird. Okay. Here it is.
Hey, what up, Pittsburgh? I see my Chargers fans right there.
He looks great.
Yeah, I'm representing Atlanta, but
Michael Turner.
It's always both up. We're both up to rise up, baby.
Wow. Okay.
And to my no-go family at home watching, I see y'all out there too.
What do you got, Michael Turner? Michael the Burner Turner.
With the 48th pick.
Avian Terrell, corner, NFL Clemson. Draft, good choice.
The Atlanta Falcons select from the bloodline. Avian Terrell.
Hey.
DB, Clemson.
There we go.
All right. So
there we go.
Avian Terrell, brother of AJ.
Stay in the South.
I mean, what a moment this is at the family
nice job.
event.
Look where they're from.
Atlanta, Georgia.
There's a lot of Atlanta, Georgia players in this draft. Don't kid yourself.
Teammates, brothers.
Peter Woods is Atlanta, Georgia.
Everybody else celebrating because
a lot of these Clemson boys.
One less plane flight for them to try to have to maybe
split. Here we go.
On Sundays, right?
Good for them.
Go to one place now.
Good for the fam. All right, Avian Terrell is the new corner for the Atlanta Falcons. 5 forced fumbles in 2025, tied for third in the FBS. He's behind Mr. Rodriguez, obviously, because he had 7, which is crazy in 1 year. You know who else had a bunch of forced fumbles over his career at college was David Bailey as well, who I would have loved to have gotten for us, but he went way too soon. Number 2. Here we go. Here we go. They showed the AJ Terrell watch party. Now it's Avian Terrell watch party. He's just locked. He was locked in on that TV screen, watching his name get called. Good for him. Didn't have a great 40, 4.64. At 5'10", 3/4, and 186. 40s are such BS though. They're just it's a technique thing, which you don't do in the actual game. And if a guy's got swift hips and clean turns and game speed, you'd never know some of these guys' speeds. And some guys run a great 40 and then they actually don't run that fast in real life. So this is the first pick for the Matt Ryan franchise led Falcons. Interesting. Panthers pick is in. Jets are on the clock. All right. Falcons defense, AJ Terrell, Avian Terrell, Jesse Bates, Xavier Watts, Jalen Walker. He's got the Terrell brothers and Jesse Bates. That's good secondary right there. Who you getting, Panthers? Who you getting? Who's it gonna be? We'll jump over to that big screen in a second. Don't want to reveal it too soon. Same team as his brother. That's fire. No kidding. I mean, accountability is going to be instant there.
His family, they say.
It's your brother. You're definitely going to be watching each other. These crazy people for the Carolina Panthers.
Reading lips appropriately. He's fired up.
Okay.
Carolina picked.
There's Anthony Hill Jr. still sitting there. Lee Hunter still sitting there. A couple of guys I really like in this draft.
Georgia. Always scouting, Rich. That's an elite
See what happens.
right there. Don't sleep on that. That is legit.
That's why he's one of the fans of the year candidates.
Is that Jennings Dunker elite?
Yeah. That's a.
Who they taking fakey land here? Jeremy Bernard's already gone, so they're not taking him. Let's see what the real world says. Who we got?
Good evening, Pittsburgh. With the 49th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft.
Jake Delone.
The reigning NFC South
Give him a wide
champions, Carolina Panthers.
Oh, we got a weapon.
Lee Hunter.
Lee Hunter. Oh, here he goes,
Texas
big boy.
Tech. Keep pounding.
Oh, they got themselves
nice
a big
pick.
nose tackle. And that first play of the Oregon game, that's the first game I watched, and I couldn't unsee it. I was like, what's wrong with this guy? Why is there not more buzz and more talk about his game? He was talked about as a mid-round pick. When you flip on that game, this is the very first play of the game. Tell me if this looks good for a guy who's 330 pounds, just chucking a dude.
Just threw the old lineman out of the way. That was rude.
He made plays throughout this entire game. Look at him working sideline to sideline here. He weighed in at 318. He played a little heavier than that. Here he is at the Senior Bowl. When he was able to keep his pads low, that was his whole challenge. Keep your pads low, and they couldn't block him. I mean, he was so explosive. Now, Charles, I don't understand how in the world his vertical jump was as low as it was. I know that spooked a lot of people. I don't let it bother you. This guy plays with explosion.
It's low because he's huge.
He was at UCF and then ended up at Texas
He's not all
Tech.
muscled up. He's
Actually,
a big
really
boy.
wanted to stay at UCF, but had to make the move for NIL.
What's that? There goes Lee. He's gone. My next top player is Anthony Hill Jr. He's still on the board, but he could go right here. Man, if the Jets got David Bailey and Anthony Hill Jr. and O-line and a wide receiver, dang, the Jets are killing it so far. The Jets are straight up killing it so far. Man. The brothers are teammates. That's true. We needed some speed at edge. Rushed in. I love this pick. Yeah, it's nice. If we haven't had a combo with Hill, there's also a good possibility we add more offense still this offseason, Tyreek or someone else. That's true. Let's talk about this new D-line room. 3 different text chats. Okay, you're still here. All right. Yeah, this D-line room right now, I mean, if we pull up what the Chiefs have in-house and then what we're adding already. What's going on with Rashee Rice, do you think? Let's talk about that. That's interesting to me as well. Running backs, Kenneth Walker, Brashard Smith, Shanderick Powell, that's the one I always forget, and Imari DiMercado. But D-line. Okay, so we got R. Mason Thomas. They've already added him to the roster. That's cool. They said FAU's healed up and ready to go. We'll see. We have a 6'4", 255 guy there that hasn't done anything really yet. Ethan Downs, Ashton Gelati, who showed some flashes last year. George Karlaftis, who's awesome. Tyree Smith, who's still a project that people are trying to get to work out. Marcus Harris, he's been around a little bit. We'll see what happens here. Chris Jones, obviously, ONL, Omar Norman Lott. Zach Pickens, who came up onto the starting roster last year for a couple of plays. Kyrus Tonga, who I think is awesome. And Peter Woods is awesome. Potentially awesome. Yeah, I'm looking at Tonga and Woods rotating with Chris Jones. Let Omar Norman Lott heal up. Pickens probably ends up on the practice roster with Marcus Harris. Edges, they're still going to try to work FAU in there. But you got George and Gelati starting, FAU and R. Mason Thomas backing up. R. Mason Thomas might take some starting reps if he plays the way he did in college. And then we got some guys that'll end up on the practice squad. So we got a good, easy 8 right now. We got an easy 8 right now. We got R. Mason Thomas, FAU, Ashton Gelati, and George Karlaftis on the end. We got Chris Jones, Omar Norman-Lott, Kairos Tonga, Peter Woods at the tackle spot. So if we take one more guy, I won't be shocked. But I won't be shocked if we don't take any more D-line. I really won't. Unless somebody really good slides, like way down there. Like who's left? Who would be that guy that could slide edge-wise? Danny Dennis Sutton I like out of Penn State. If Caden Curry slides, Caden Curry put up great stats. Mason Rieger from Wisconsin. It's another edge that's really nice. The D tackle side, Gerald Jackson's still there from Florida State. Maybe. Chris McClellan from Missouri, maybe. Hey, sweetie. That's about it. I think we're good. Man. Dante Corleone's another nice one. Juice didn't go yet, did he? No, Dominic Orange is still there. There's still some guys. Xavier Harris would have been amazing, but Xavier Harris, A, takes some plays off, which we don't like. B, too many off-the-field issues. Too many. And they're not soft ones. Oh, Curtis Martin's making the pick.
And so I just want to take a brief moment to thank many of you in this crowd tonight, but the entire city of Pittsburgh.
He was awesome.
For all of the love and support that you've given me throughout my career. Thank you.
To take Anthony Hill Jr. right now, the Jets have won the draft.
Now with the 50th pick of the 2026 NFL Draft.
Don't do it.
The New York Jets select.
Nope, D'Angelo Pons.
D'Angelo Pons.
Popped up right before he said it. Nice. Nice little slot corner.
I didn't want to say it.
Speed.
Look at my
Strength for his size.
So good. Aaron Glenn just drafted himself.
I love it.
It's the first time I could ever say that. By the way, D'Angelo Pons, my 50th player, was the 50th pick, and his comp is his new head coach. Thank you, draft gods, for giving me this.
Interesting.
Thank you so much.
Well done.
D'Angelo Pons, he plays exactly like his head coach, Aaron Glenn.
Love it.
He's short. He is not small. He plays with unbelievable eyes and instincts.
He definitely outplays
He is
his
physical.
size.
He is feisty. He is tough. Look at throw the shoulder around there. Think about those old Aaron Glenn highlights. How about the energy and the effort that he plays with? It's inspiring to his teammates. He was the life source for that Indiana team. Here he is at the combine. Let's lock him up. Let's lock him up there. Let's get loosened up.
He's one of those guys that's fun to watch and easy to root for. Seems like a really good kid. He reminds me of this kid, Ricky Miller, I played with way back. Ricky was like under 5'5", like ridiculously short. Really muscled up like this kid. We would play basketball in the off season to keep our hands loose and keep our agility going. Ricky could straight up dunk. Ricky would go up against 6'10" kids and like just sky and dunk it. And I was like, well, you shouldn't be able to do that. What are you doing? But yeah, he was maybe 5'4.5". He said he was 5'5". I told him he was 5'3". He used to hate that. But you could not root against him. I'll tell you that. You put whatever receiver you want on him, unless he was the top guy in the league, he's going to give him problems and fits. Vikings pick is in. Let's see who they take. They've added Minkah Fitzpatrick, Devondre Sweat, David Bailey now, Demario Davis. Oh, that's a big ad. Demario Davis. I mean, he's 100 years old, but he's still great. So the Jets have no excuses this year, man. They have no excuses this year. Vikings were 9-8 last year. Let's see what they do now. Let's see what they got. Their pick is in, and the Packers are on the clock. And it's Colts, Eagles, Chargers, Jaguars, Bears. We are nowhere to be seen. Niners, Texans, Bears again, Rams, Broncos, Patriots. Do we maybe trade up with the Bears, get back into that round? If the Bears want to go back, we'll find out. We'll find out soon enough. Let's go ahead and jump over and see who it is. Who's this?
45 in the top 50 of this actual draft, Daniel. So we're now on pick 51.
Got a lavender jacket on.
Go Vikes.
Let's go, big boy.
With the 51st pick in the
Brian
2026 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select Jake Golday.
Jake Golday, linebacker, Cincinnati. Let's go,
brothers.
Jake.
Yeah, this is an off-the-ball, tall,
good pick.
rangy linebacker.
That's a good
Bobby
pick.
Okereke is who he reminded me of when he was coming out of college. You see that
They're
speed,
definitely making their
and you
team
see
better.
the physicality. when you're over 6'4", almost 240 pounds, and you can really run and carry guys down the slot to go along with some of that range off the edge.
I'm still surprised. I'm not going to stand here and tell
that versatility.
You know,
think about Van Der Esch going back to.
I'm just surprised that Anthony Hill Jr. is still on the board. I didn't think all these guys, Josiah Trotter even went before him. Like, wow, who's not going to go before him? That's the list is becoming shorter and shorter. Which linebacker's not going to go before Anthony Hill Jr. out of Texas? I wonder if Chris Sims is going to have anything to say about this tomorrow. That his boy's sliding like this. Like, I'm surprised. If there wasn't any kind of run on linebackers, it's no big deal. But the fact that linebackers are coming off the board, and he's still sitting there, surprising to me. And we all knew Sonny Styles was going to be the first one. That's the thing. The Sonny Styles going so early, and then how late the linebackers are going. That to me, that's just another thing that adds credence to the difference between the tier that they have Mansoor Delane on versus the other corners in this draft. How the corners didn't come off again until late first round, and then some coming off in the second round. Omar Cooper Jr. There it is. Was the Jets wide receiver. Don't love that T.J. Parker to the Bills. Don't love that one bit. I do like R. Mason Thomas Sus, though. You want all the edges to go to Kansas City until I figure out who's good and who's not. That's the problem. D'Angelo Pons. They said Jermod McCoy to the Vikings, the auto draft, but that's not what happened. C.J. Allen's falling. He's coming back off injury. They have Kyle Lewis above Anthony Hill. This is ESPN's rankings. Anthony Hill Jr. just sitting there, dudes. Just sitting there. 6'2", 238, ran a 4.51, 37-inch vertical, 21 reps, 10, almost 10.5 broad, 1.58 split. I'm telling you, man, get this dude behind Drew Tranquil and Nick Bolton. Get him learning. Let's go. Like Parker, man, seriously, we need a speed guy who can run with these QBs, with Allen and Lamar and these other mobile QBs. I like R. Mason Thomas. I like him. He's how can I put this? If he can get off the line the way George gets off, the biggest problem with George, a lot of time he's chasing guys and there was no pressure from the other side, so the quarterback has an out. If R. Mason Thomas gets penetration the way George does, the quarterback can't just roll out. He's going to get smacked. So they could affect each other positively that way. If you got Peter Woods on the inside, like penetrating as a tackle, because he's quick. He's closer to, he's neither of these guys, but I'd say he's closer to Aaron Donald than he is to Chris Jones. Just body style, size, and everything. And he's quick. He's that kind of like quick mover, shifty guy. I think that he's going to create problems in the middle. I think that's going to free up Chris Jones to obviously create problems. I mean, if R. Mason Thomas and Carl Loftus come off the same edge, when they take turns on the same edge, when Chris Jones kicks to the outside, and Tonga and Woods are on the inside, or Tonga and Omar Norman Lott, you still got Gelati mixing in there. We got a good defensive line rolling here. So, how tired have you been watching Lamar and Allen scrambling out of the pocket? Oh, I hate it. What I hated last year was Chris. And here's the thing with our D line: if we get another D tackle, I have a concern. I'll share it with you in a second. Oh, it's commercial in progress. Okay. So Jake Golday to the Vikings. Packers pick is in. Colts are on the clock. Oh, did it just open up on the show? Yes. No, it's showing a commercial. No, they're showing the show. Okay. Yeah, Packers lost Rashawn Gary and Quay Walker, so they need a linebacker help as well. Interesting. Lost Nate Hobbs. Who else did they lose? That's it. 9-7-1 was their record. Different team. Excuse me. With Josh Jacobs and without him. I guarantee you he was talking to his brother. Matt LaFleur was talking to his brother, Mike LaFleur, head coach of the Cardinals, going, get Jeremiah Love no matter what. All right, let's go check it out. Who do that?
The Packers.
Who dis?
With their first pick of this draft.
Let's go. Black Rifle Cup time.
They're not saying Kuhn.
Fullback John Kuhn.
It is my esteemed pleasure to make this second-round pick on behalf of Ed Policy.
Let's see. Edge. They could go Dennis Sutton. They could go LT Overton.
With the 52nd
They
pick
could
in
go
the 2026
NDSU
NFL
wide receiver.
Draft, the Green Bay Packers
Lance.
select Brandon Cisse.
Nope. Cisse, corner.
defensive back,
There you go.
South Carolina.
So
Nice
the
one.
run on DBs
Look at it, Brandon.
continues, DJ.
Yeah, the run on
we talked about that
DBs
at
is
the
rolling
time.
in round
This is gonna
2.
be a big round for the secondary, and we're seeing it continue to play out. And
Looks like he was shook. I think he thought he was going
by the way, I
round
can't
1.
say that real fast. That sounds like a tongue twister.
You're good,
when
man.
you watch him,
You're doing all right.
he's someone that plays even faster than that 4.41 time you saw in the 40. I was actually surprised he didn't run
You're doing
in
all
the
right.
low 4.3s. He's got legit speed. You want to see him be a little more consistent
Holding.
with his hands. When he uses his hands in press, he can be outstanding. You see him with his hands real low here. Like to see him land those hands, reroute guys a little more
Yeah, for
consistently,
sure.
but he's been so athletic and he's so fast. He's been able to cover up for it. A real fluid, smooth mover.
You
see
only
the
get grabby
ability
in the
to
pros,
plant
though. That first
and
one was
drive
pretty
on
grabby.
balls in the front. And
Explosive
here's
kid,
why
though.
I thought he would
10-11.
run so fast. You
Broad.
look at these jumps, and he jump over
41
40
inch
inches
vert.
in the vertical and almost 11 feet in the
back to
broad
just-
jump. He's a
it's in tears.
big-time explosive athlete.
And the South
Is he
Carolina game.
sad because he's getting picked so later? He's sad because it's going to be cold as
JC Horn,
butt now
Stephon
in
Gilmore,
Green Bay. Good for you, man. Congratulations, dude. You're going to a heck of a franchise. You're going to one of the best franchises in football, not named the Kansas City Chiefs. Green Bay Packers. If I wasn't a Chief, I'd want to be a Packer. That's a good team to go to. Weather's going to suck, but, you know, it is what it is. Colts pick is in. Eagles are on the clock. Woo. Moving right along, round 2. Oh, it's Pat McAfee. Shocker of shockers.
For the Indianapolis Colts,
Let's go, punter boy.
pick of the draft.
What do you got? Look at the beak on that dude. Cheers, Pat. Call it out, buddy.
They said yins are getting soft, yins are getting tired. Are you yinsers getting exhausted from so much football celebration or no?
Or no.
Zero
I think it's a big no.
arrests last night in the NFL draft compound. Pittsburgh
Good.
Yinzers, congratulations.
Good job.
Now, the Indianapolis Colts first-round draft pick was Sauce Gardner, and he's better than all of your first-round picks for sure.
We'll see.
The Indianapolis Colts have not won the AFC South in 12 years. That
Boom.
changes this year. Jim Irsay from the football heavens cured Daniel Jones's torn Achilles. Michael Pittman got sent to the Steelers, and in return, we got football gods. With the 53rd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the AFC South Kings, Indianapolis
Don't
Colts
oversell it or
select
anything.
C.J. Allen, linebacker,
There's that linebacker.
from Georgia.
Coming off an injury.
Go
Good for him.
Dogs.
Small, fast guy. For linebacker, he's not huge. He's a quick guy, though.
Put in the middle of their defense. They got a leader
About my height,
they can establish
230, a little lighter than I was when I played.
You see CJ
A little
Allen
faster
there.
than me, 4.47. I
Very
ran 4.6.
emotional, celebrating. He had a very good chance he could have
Let's go,
hurt his knee
CJ.
last
What you
night.
got,
He
son?
falls into the second round into
It's a
this
good pick.
range,
He's
and
a
it's
good
the
player.
fortune of the Indianapolis
Muscled up.
Colts. And Chris Ballard, this is someone who
Yep.
established
Go
himself
get
the
it.
second he got on campus in
Nice.
Georgia. It's hard to get on the field there. He didn't have any issues. He's
No.
very quick to
He's a good
trigger,
player.
trust his eyes, get around blocks,
Yep.
and navigate his way
Get in that
towards
hole,
the football.
fill that gap.
He was a tackle machine for that Bulldog defense.
Nice.
Here's the closing
Hold on.
burst. That pro day for him
Woo.
was very late in the process, and I thought maybe he lost a little ground because it took so long for him to get out there. He ran really fast, and you can see it in his tape. Here's some of
Nice.
those zone
Oh.
instincts and coverage.
Okay.
I think
He's happy. He's smiling.
He's got a chance.
Going to the Colts. Going to play on turf indoors, just like in Georgia. So, more of the same for him. Good for them. They got a good linebacker. That means Anthony Hill Jr. is still there. Eagles pick is in. Chargers are on the clock. Chiefs are nowhere in sight. Like I said, I think it would be too pricey for us to trade up into the second. If we do it all, it'll be the third. Who are the Eagles taking? Pieces of the puzzle. Latu, DeForest Buckner, C.J. Allen. Shavarius Ward, and Sauce Gardner. That's a pretty interesting group right there. Go Birds. All the Eagles fans are coming up there now. Been begging for a speed guy for 3 years since Clark. No kidding. Frank Clark was definitely a difference maker, man. I hope Armason Thomas can be that guy. I hope he's got enough speed. Oh, Brian Westbrook. Let's go. Let's go, you old Andy Eagle. Who they taking, Brian? They taking Mike
With
Washington
the 54th
Jr.?
pick of the 2026
That'd be
NFL
awesome.
Draft. The two-time champions and reigning NFC East champions, Philadelphia Eagles, select Eli Stowers.
Eli Stowers, tight end
Vanderbilt University.
from Vanderbilt. Interesting. Let's go, Birds! Interesting.
Academic Heisman's going to Philadelphia.
Yes, the Campbell Trophy
Okay,
Award
super
winner
athletics,
as
tight
determined
end.
by the National Football Foundation.
6'3" and 3/4,
Look, we're gonna talk
239.
about tight end. To me, he plays like a receiver, and to be honest, size-wise, speed-wise, he plays a little bit like A.J. Brown in terms of what he can do out in the open field. You see him running here. At 239 pounds, he ran just around 4.5 flat and jumped over 45 inches. He's got unbelievable ability to adjust with his hands down the field. He can really pluck, absorb contact.
That's me right there, bounce off the contact.
He's adept at those, and then the route
He's taller,
polish. This
though.
is a
He's not
receiver
6'1",
route. This is
6'4".
not someone who's running a route like
Big
a tight
difference.
end. He's got real
Big
great
difference.
speed
Big
on the
wingspan on
floor.
this kid,
Here he
too.
is.
Let him go.
Wonder
Woo!
why the vertical was well.
High jump.
Yeah, Dick Fosbury taught us how to do that.
Go back here.
He
Fosbury
perfected
flop.
Eli's.
Yeah, man. Athletic tight end going to the Eagles. They're getting ready for life after Goddard. Goddard's still there, I believe, for another year, but we'll see. So Lemon and Stowers so far for the Eagles. Interesting. Patriots trade. It says the Chargers pick is in, though. How did the Patriots trade? What's going on? Let me refresh this screen here. See if it puts the Patriots there. No, it still says Chargers pick is in. Jaguars on the clock. Bears, 49ers, Texans, Bears, Rams, Broncos, Patriots, Seahawks. Interesting. Could it be Mike Vrabel trading up for linebacker Anthony Hill Jr.? Who for some reason is still on the board. I'm amazed he's slid this far. I'm almost remiss to do it, but I kind of want to show you. Well, let me look at the corner situation here. So our cornerbacks are Mansoor Delane, Kyer Elam, Christian Fulton, Kevin Knowles, who came on nicely last year. Forgot about Kader Kohu, who's a nice addition for a slot. Chris Rowland Wallace, who played really well for us last year. Melvin Smith Jr. and Noel Williams, who's one of our other probably top 2 corners. So, I mean, man, if they can get the most out of Kyer Elam, he's been kind of a flop so far at 6'1", anyway. He hasn't been able to stay healthy. That's been the biggest issue. But 6'1", 191 pounds to go with 6'1", 200-pound Noel Williams. Then you add over 6 foot Mansoor Delane. Christian Fulton would probably be our smallest of our starting 4 at 5'11", 197. And he's quick and fast and got good hands. We got a good DB core, man. Kader Kohu playing the slot at 5'10", 195 and quick. It's looking all right. We're still in commercial break right now. Interesting. We got Aloy Gilman back there playing safety. We really need Jaden Hicks to come along. We picked up Tanner McAllister, who's in his second year. Was a Bronco. Re-signed Matt Areza. Our special teams, re-signed James Winchester. Our special teams is in order still. Winchester, Areza, and Butker are still the 3 guys. But man, it's going to be interesting to see if we don't get another linebacker. Right now we got Tranquil, Cooper McDonald, Brandon George, Jack Cochran, Cole Christensen, Nick Bolton, and Jeffrey Bossa, and Cam Arnold. Okay, Cam Arnold, who I think should develop nicely. He's got good speed. He's got good range. He's an Andy Reid-sized guy. 6'1", 230. I think they expect things from him this year. We'll see. Jeffrey Bossa didn't do what I think they thought he was going to do last year. Nick Bolton's still the man in the middle, and Drew Tranquill's still one of the starter captains. So it'll be interesting to see. They're still having a malfunction at NFL Network because it still says Chargers pick is in. Oh, now it's switched to Patriots, but they're still at commercial. Question is, do they go linebacker? Do they go another way? Because they're flying off the board. If you need a corner, Keontae Scott's the next one in line, or Keith Abney the second if you go by this ESPN ratings. Let's see here. Lost Anthony Jennings, lost Jalen Hawkins. Do they go Kilgore? Do they go get a safety that's really athletic and maybe underrated? Let's go check it out.
Stationed at our nation's capital.
Okay, we're going to refresh the screen. All right. Still doesn't say. Good. Showing some military stuff right now. We're going to refresh this one and do this all over again. 3 rounds. Fast. PFF. Go get it. I love Kilgore too, man. The first time I watched this tape, I was like, this kid's for real. I like his play style a lot. Pause that. Let's go here. They're still showing the military commercial. Okay. Let's go back here. Resume the draft. Yeah, resume the draft. Okay, they got up to C.J. Allen. They got up to Eli Stowers, and they have the Patriots on the board. But it won't show their new pick here because interesting. First coach to have started in the Super Bowl and won a Super and played in the Super Bowl. Our coach Super Bowl.
Serve in the United States military.
Ooh, Goodell comes out for the Patriots.
To defend our country's freedom.
Interesting.
With the 55th pick
Robert Kraft's
in the
buddy.
2026 NFL Draft,
Not
the New
Anthony Hill
England
Jr.
Patriots select Gabe Akis.
Gabe Akis, edge,
linebacker,
Illinois.
Guys,
Interesting.
Really good player. Captain for Illinois. Wrestler background. You can see it on the field.
See it.
Lots of production for Illinois as well. 27 sacks in his career. That's second in Illinois history.
27 sacks in his
Stand-up
career.
edge for Aaron Henry, their defensive coordinator. And this is a guy
Ran
that
a
gets after the
4.65.
passer, which they need in that division, obviously, with Josh Allen. He's got steady power. You constantly see him on the field or on the film, and then even when you're calling the games, he's constantly in the backfield
The
because of
guard
those heavy
took us.
hands. CD, really good player because you constantly see his effort as well. Again, great team leader and a guy that will be productive in the backfield.
Showing him wrestling. That's interesting. He's a big boy for a wrestler. Yeah, that's a big animal right there. Big, strong person. It's a good kind of edge. What's Ian Rappaport talking about?
Uttered on national television, Grenard, I should also say, gets a 4-year, $100 million contract extension.
Wow.
$50 million guaranteed in a deal done by agent Drew Rosenhaus. The Minnesota Vikings acquire a 3 and a future 3 for the star pass rusher, Rich.
All right, thanks very much from Ian Rappaport. And I could
hear that.
I could tell Adam Schefter, congratulations to him as well. He's right next door.
Go ahead and do it.
No, it's all right. He's busy.
Wow.
He's typing on his phone. The Jacksonville Jaguars traded up last year to be the...
So the Vikings get a 3 and a future 3, and they give up Grenard to the Eagles, who already signed him to a new contract. Deals are happening in the background.
So they're now the second to last team to pick in this draft. After this pick right now for the Jaguars, the Broncos are the last team to have not made a pick in 2026.
You get a wide open there talking about all these Brian Thomas trades.
With
Paul
the 56th
Puglisi,
pick
remember him.
in 2026 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Nate Borkacher.
Nate Borkacher?
Tight end,
Tight
Texas A&M.
Wow, I did not have this guy rated this high.
Connect the Jags and the Rams because of the connectivity
Interesting.
there. And you look at the Rams, all the time they spent in 13 personnel last year. The Jags clearly want to be able to do some of that themselves.
The numbers are not
super productive.
crazy.
Only 19 catches this last year. He's 24 years
blocking
old.
though, right?
But he is a hand in the ground, wide tight end. He can block, and he's going to be able to help in the run game, as well as just a steady, dependable, reliable pass catcher. Not really a mismatch type player.
Nothing wrong with that guy's route running at all.
You're not looking at the move tight end. He is the absolute opposite of what you're getting
he's
out
a
of
tight
Eli
end.
Stowers,
He's a real tight end.
who's listed as a tight end and is mainly a receiver. Kircher is much more the old school wide tight end, block people, make the occasional catch. The production is not huge.
All right, let's take
What's
a
wrong with
break.
that?
We come
Let's
back.
go back here. Let's mute it off real quick. I know, but you don't have to be loud. You can just be normal. You're not. There's nobody to talk to right now. Sophia's in the room. You go see Sophia or no? Are you going to see Sophia or no? Cat noise is muted. Can't mute animals. That's the problem. They're going to be loud when they want to be loud. So getting back to this, if we resume draft, it's going to go whatever way we want. Oh, it did do Jackus, but it jumped right into the Jaguars, which haven't picked yet. Oh, they got Borkcher. That's right. So Jackus, Borkcher. The Bears' pick is in. The Niners are on the clock. The Niners are on the clock, and Anthony Hill Jr. is available. What happens if I click on them? Yep, just their one pick so far. Hang on 1 second. All right, we're back. We're going to show a little clip here from the X-Files. That's what they should call these instead of tweets. Call them X-Files.
Those are the kind of...
Okay, this is Brian Kelly on his former player, Mansoor Delane.
In spring practice, first day there, he comes up to me. I think we just finished 7-on-7. He goes, "Coach, you're making this too easy." I said, "We're not giving you enough reps, or what's the deal?" He goes, "No, your splits. The receiver splits are telling me every single route you're running." I was like, okay, we got a dude here. We got a dude. He's not just athletic. He's just not a guy that plays the ball in the air. He's a student of the game. And it forced us to be more careful with our splits, because those are the kind of guys that separate themselves in the draft. I remember in spring.
Those kinds of guys that separate themselves in the draft, and the kind of guys that coaches look at as the #1 cornerback in the entire draft. Center Drew Dahlman. Interesting.
Covert with the Bears' latest selection.
What do we got?
Gold Jackets up
Hey,
there.
Pittsburgh.
Gold Jackets.
Where's those Bear
Jim
fans
Covert
at?
doesn't care. There we go.
I think they're right there, Jim.
Where you going?
Right there on your screen.
I'm liking those cheese grater hats.
So they
my
traded
man.
up with the 49ers.
Grate that cheese right up. I love it.
49ers
With the
just keep
57th
trading.
pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select
Logan Jones, center, Iowa. Yeah, they got to replace the center they just lost. Got to retire early.
Lineman. Where have you heard that before?
You're absolutely in shock right now.
Interesting.
This is a day one starter at center, and you think about the loss with Dahlman. I know they brought in Bradbury, but he's going to have some competition here with Logan Jones. A little bit older. He's 24 years old. Arrived as a defensive lineman, then kicked over to the offensive line. He's got excellent lap.
Cracks me up when they say older. It's a 24-year-old kid. This kid's got plenty of time in his tank. Don't worry. Especially playing center. If he plays 10 years for you, he's only 34. You can retire probably fairly healthy, fairly wealthy, and maybe you guys will win something. We'll see what happens. But how about those 49ers? They just keep trading back. They just keep trading back. What picks do they have now? They got to have a crazy amount of picks. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and refresh this one. Let's look here. The Browns pick is in. Texans are on the clock. No, the Browns traded. Browns traded up. Okay. Their pick is in. They're not even keeping up with the trades on the screen here. I'm like, what? Who's where? What's now? Where's the 49ers at? They're totally out of the second round now. They took Stribling and that was it. Traded out. What do you got, Brownies? You went and stole our wide receiver, dicks. Man, Casey Concepcion and Denzel Boston back-to-back. Son of a bee sting. Okay. You need some weapons for Patrick anytime this draft? You guys going to a commercial? How dare you? Here we go. We're not. Okay, good.
Okay, Brownies, we back in the
Joe
building.
Hayden again?
We back in the building.
What do you got, Joe?
With the 58th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft,
Defense.
the Cleveland Browns
With
select
O-line, 2 wide receivers.
Emmanuel McNeil Warren.
Yep, there's your
DB
safety.
Toledo.
Hold the phone.
There's your safety.
This is he's 15th on your board.
Emmanuel McNeil Warren, one of the fast rising safeties in this draft. He was like 4th or 5th round. Now he's going in the 2nd round. Yep. Got the same nappy dreads as his pops. Family's all in attendance. They all look pretty happy for him. It's a long, athletic kid. He's a good player. We'll see what happens. Adam says, that was terrible. Jaguars are the worst pick of the draft so far. You have Brenton Strange, and your first pick is a backup tight end. The tight end for the run game. Guess they're figuring it's running backs and wide receivers for them. They don't see tight ends as a weapon in 2026. The Browns are like, okay, all right. Fano, Concepcion, Boston, and McNeil Warren. So they're definitely helping out their quarterback. Now they got somebody for the defensive side. They got this pick and a 5th rounder. They gave up their 3rd and 4th to the 49ers. What are the 49ers sitting on now for picks? Come on. It's got to be crazy. Go Chiefs. I'm going to go 7 rounds. Let's just say that. PFF, we're going to go fast. I'm going to let it go. Let it rip. Okay, we got our pick already. Our 1 pick, our 2 picks, our 3 picks. We're not in this round. Went right through it into the 3rd round. That was fast. It's got Caleb Tiernan going to the Cardinals and Chris Brazzell going to the Raiders in the 3rd round. So we're down to here, Emmanuel McNeil Warren. The 49ers have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They managed to get up to 6 more picks, so they got 8 picks total now. So they got Stribling and Warren, who are 2 good players. We'll see. We'll see what happens going forward with these guys. Here we go. Texan selection is in.
Last but not least, Bushwood Elite and the Winning Edge.
What do you got, Guy? What do
This
you
is
got?
special for me because I know this kid personally, which is ironic.
Here we go.
With the 59th pick for the Houston Texans, they select Marlon Klein, tight end, University of Michigan.
So run on tight ends.
And Marlon Klein coming over from Germany. That's where
6'6", 248. Size and speed, Tucker Kraft style tight end.
the way that he can move.
It would have been a better pick for the Jaguars.
Stretch the seam. Now remember, he had Colston Loveland there previously, so you don't have that long track record of a ton of production, but you can see it in flashes here. He's got real soft hands, and he can run. When you look at what he ran in the 40, he ran a 4.61, almost in the 4.5s, and you can see it here. He's real sudden in his movement, give you a little sell to the out, and then wheel that right up the sideline.
Here, mute that real quick. 2 dudes from the Orlando Magic. Making him look short. He's 6'6". He looks like a short guy. Between those 2 guys. 2 NBA players. Texans with Marlon Klein. Got another weapon for their quarterback. Stroud to throw to. The Titans are trading back up. They're pick 28. Their pick is in. Then it's Rams, Broncos, and Chargers. Interesting. And Seahawks, of course. Wonder who the Titans are going to take. So far, the Titans have taken Carnell Tate and Keldrick Falk. Wide receiver and edge. Do they come in and get a big running back? Is Mike Washington coming off the board this early with his 4.33 speed, the size of Steven Jackson? Are they going to go O-line and help their quarterback out? It'll be interesting to see who's left for O-line right now. Offensive tackle, Markel Bell, obviously. Demetrius Crown over Jude Bowery, J.C. Davis, Austin Barber, Isaiah World. Those are your top 6 guys that are left. Offensive guards, Farmer, Schrouth, Casey Stevens, and Jeremiah Wright, DJ Campbell as well. So you got 5 or 6 of each guy, tackle and guard. Centers, Connor Lew's still there. Sam Hecht's still there. Jake Slaughter. Okay. They got some O-line. They could grab somebody. There's Mike Washington. He's the next guy off the board as far as running backs go if they're going to go this early. It'd be kind of early, but he's definitely worth it, I think. Let's see what happens. Quarterback, they're not going to do that. Next quarterback off the board might be at 65. You never know. They might go Carson Beck. Wouldn't that be something if the Cardinals go Carson Beck at number 65? Titans are on the clock. It's still a commercial. I'm going to go back to the draft board thing and refresh it. See if we come up with anything new. This is the pick we were robbed of. Which one, Kevin? Oh, you're talking about in the draft order. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the Brownies pick. Let's go 7. Let's go fast. Let's go PFF. Let's see here. Get this out of round 1, round 2, all the way down to the bottom of round 2. Stop right there. They're saying Jermod McCoy for the Titans on the auto draft. They keeps trying to draft him. Teams keep saying no. Interesting. Emmanuel McNeil Warren. I'm good. He's a good player. He's not my favorite safety. I know he's up a lot of people's charts. He wasn't up mine like that. Although he would have been a good replacement for Cook. Similar kind of guy. Safeties, though. Kamara Ramsey, Genesis Smith, Jalen Kilgore. I like Jalen Kilgore. I don't know why they haven't rated down so low. A lot of people are trying to say, oh, he could be like a nickel corner probably. He could be he can play safety. He can be a really good safety. Let's see what he's saying here.
Will Anderson, the concern of
Ian Rappaport.
degeneration of his knee, degenerative knee injury, I should say, the meniscus. Similar situation here. Obviously, McCoy did not play because of the ACL. That is not what this is about. The ACL is fine. He did drills at a pro day. He is okay. This is about teams wondering if there are going to be long-term issues on his knee. And actually, colleague Tom Pelissero was also reported that the bone plug after knee surgery might need to be replaced, might need a second surgery. That is why he has fallen.
Thank you, sir. Greatly appreciate that.
Interesting.
Okay, so the Tennessee Titans.
Interesting. Just going over why Jermon McCoy slide, and they might need to replace the bone plug in his ACL surgery. I had that in the front of my knee. They fill it in after they put the patella tendon transplant in there.
60 pick in the 2026
Simmons.
NFL Draft.
What do you got, big boy?
The Tennessee Titans select Anthony Hill Jr.
Oh, there he goes. There he goes. There, Keith Bullock. This generation's Keith Bullock right there.
Linebackers at the top, and here they go.
Son of a bee sting.
Real rangy, dynamic athlete who's real fluid in space and also can rush a little bit.
Okay.
As a pass rusher in a blitz.
So we're not getting our future linebacker in this draft. I don't believe. Look at this kid play.
37-inch vertical. That tells you what type of athlete he is. And when he hits you, he brings his feet on contact, and he is a striker.
How far out he is.
As a zone dropper of all these linebackers, thought as a zone dropper, he was as good as anyone in this entire draft.
There's your Devin Lloyd type plays. Let me come in and blitz. Let me get the quarterback. Yep, let me take him to the ground. This is oh my gosh. Yeah. This is like Bullock from Syracuse all over again for the Titans. Then the Oilers, I believe. Are they still the Oilers? Maybe when they first drafted them. Rams pick is already in, though. That's pretty cool. That's fast. So, yeah, they've added Alontae Taylor, Anthony Hill Jr., Jermaine Johnson, Kelder Falk, Jeffrey Simmons. I didn't figure Saleh was going to let him get past. He's got his Fred Warner, man. Son of a bee sting. Fell to him all the way down there. It's only bottom of the second round. It's not that far. The Broncos are in there now. Rams already got their pick. Let's see who they get. That sucks so bad. I hate that. What do you got here for me, buddy? 7 rounds. PFF. Chiefs selected. And go. Defense. Linebackers. So we're down to Kyle Lewis, Keyshawn Elliott, Deontay Lawson's still there. That's an interesting guy from Alabama. Boddicker from Oregon is kind of the same as Cam Arnold for us. Aiden Fisher played really well for Indiana. Harold Perkins Jr. is a really interesting one. He could actually end up being an edge. That dude, well, no, actually, no, that's not the guy I'm thinking of. I was thinking of Falk. Duh. 6'1", 223. He's an Andy Reid style linebacker, size-wise. Resume the draft. Oh, I got it on normal speed. Okay. Let's go back to the real draft and see what's going on there. Max Clare goes to the Rams. That's a good pickup.
They used a lot of 12 and 13 personnel
really
last year as well.
Surprised he didn't go earlier.
He was an excellent blocker by
these other tight ends going off the board before Max Clare. That was kind of surprising. What do we got left for tight ends? All the good ones. Okay, so Stowers is gone. Claire's gone. Sam Roush is still there. Trigg, who Jason Dunn loves, and Jolly, who the Dash brothers really like. They're both still there. Andrews is there. Klein's gone. Dallin Bentley's still there. Borkirker's gone, obviously. Joe Royer, who I love, is still there. Eli Roden, who I like, is still there. Tanner Colesville's a nice one. People were talking about Oscar Delp a lot. I also like, wow, where do they have him rated? Dan Villari's in the 400s. Wow, okay. No love whatsoever. But yeah, Roush is there. Joe Royer. Just watch Joe Royer's tape, man. As a Cincinnati kid, he could come in, he could be the heir apparent and learn behind another Bearcat. it could be really nice. He's just a yoked up kid, just an athletic, strong. Looks like a receiver because of the way he's built. He's so thick, but he's tall. So right now we're sitting on tight ends such as, let's see here. Offense. Jared Wiley, Trey Watson, Travis Kelce, Noah Gray, Jake Bringenstool. Bringenstool's got to show more than he did last year. He's got to stay healthy. Noah Gray, I think we know what his ceiling is. He's okay, not great. Travis is awesome, but he's not going to be here much longer. Trey Watson, who knows? Jared Wiley, got to stay healthy. We don't know. We got some projects. We don't have a guy that looks like a clear back, number 2 backup. That's going to be the guy of the future. But we'll see. We'll see what they do this draft. We'll see what we do with limited picks, because right now we've got 5 picks left in this draft. Well, 4 because we used one already on our Mason Thomas rather. 109, 169, 176, and 210. I hope we can get back up into the 3rd, man, because that's a long wait. That's a long wait. We're talking, what are we, 60 plus picks? Yeah, 69 picks between our Mason Thomas and our next pick. That's a long way to fall. Again, don't get me wrong. I love the Mansoor Delane pick. And if he becomes a shutdown corner for the next 10 years, it's totally worth it. But you got to build a team, not just a couple guys. We got D-line help all over the place. With the guys we have right now, let me ask you, do you guys in chat think that we sign Cam Jordan now? Because that was the talk before the draft. Are we going to sign Cam Jordan? I don't know. Bills traded back up. Bills are on the clock. Bills pick is in. Chargers are on the clock. Then it's the Seahawks. Interesting turn of events. So the Bills are finally going to select someone not named TJ Parker. So they go back up into the 2nd round. Okay, Billy Bills, I see you. What are the Bills picks they got now? They got a bunch. Look at this. Look at this. They grabbed Parker already. They got this pick right now. They just traded back up for. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more picks. It might be less now because they traded back up. So we'll see what they come up with. What's going to be Billy Bob Ears? Pick is in. Lost Curtis Samuel, lost David Edwards. If we go to our lovely offensive line chart, is there a guard available that they might be interested in? Yeah, there's some guys. Pregnon's still there. That's one of the top guards. Pregnon and Tiernan. Double check and make sure I didn't miss something here. No, I didn't miss that. It wasn't Bryce Lance to the Rams. It was the tight end, Max Clare. Yeah. Okay. So do they go Caleb Tiernan? Do they go Markel Bell? Or do they go Pregnon? You go guard or tackle right here. It's probably Tiernan.
We had to take advantage of the opportunity to come up here with a legend at Penn State and Buffalo.
There we go. Uh-oh.
With the 62nd pick,
Danny Dennis Sutton, that could go edge again.
2026 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select
David Igbinosun.
Oh.
DB, Ohio State.
Nice. Nice pick. Damn, Bills.
This is an interesting one because we know Buffalo needs the help on the back end. You see the description,
here's the thing with
tall,
him.
rangy, too many penalties.
4-4-5. Everybody goes too many penalties. As many penalties as he had in 2024, he had none in 2025. 0. And he was locked down. He was disciplined. He's long. He's rangy. You can't coach that. That's either in you or not. I was a lot higher on David Igbinosun than a lot of people. I wouldn't have expected him to fall this far. That's a nice get for the Bills. TJ Parker and Igbinosun. Two not top of the list guys, but 2 very good potential players. And this is when coaching really, really starts. So they gave up a third and a sixth to the Broncos to get back into the second round, rather. We didn't have a third to give up, so we weren't getting back into the second round. But we do have a third from next year, so we might be able to get back into the third round. We shall see. The Chargers pick, theirs says they're on the clock still, so that's not coming for a minute. Let's jump off of the screen. Nicely done, Bills. Nicely done. My buddy Alan's going to be pretty happy. Alan Petroshevsky. He's going to be frustrated that they traded out of the first round, but he's going to be happy with those guys. I think he'll be happy. He doesn't follow it as closely as I do, though. I'll have to educate him as to what he got. Look at this, though. This is the Titans from trading back up. Carnell Tate, Keldrick Falk, and Anthony Hill Jr. I like that trio. The Rams. Ty Simpson and Max Clare. What? And okay. Let's go Emmanuel McNeil Warren. Let's go Browns. Fano, Concepcion, Denzel Boston, and McNeil Warren. It's a good draft. Not crazy good. They got a bunch of picks though. 1, 2, 3. Got 4, 5, 6, 7 more picks to go. They got 2 in the third. They have no fourth round pick, but they got 4 fifths. There's a lot of players in the fifth round. So let's see what we're looking at here. We'll go all the way back up here. R. Mason Thomas. Okay. So Mansoor Delane, Peter Woods, R. Mason Thomas. We definitely needed D-line help. We got it. We needed corners. We got one. We got a fourth, 2 fifths, and a sixth. If we can turn that third into a fourth and a fifth, or some picks from next year into a third and a fourth this year, that'd be huge. That would be huge. We got to see what we can do, though. I don't know if it's going to be possible. And I'm not sure how many people Veach wants to draft. I don't know how many people he feels like he can pay. I think we signed an offensive player and some depth pieces on defense. No to Cam Jordan. That's what I figured. Oh, here we go. Sean Merriman.
Here comes lights out, I think. Here we go.
Here we go. Doing the lights out dance.
There we go.
That's a
the guy who ruined Priest Holmes' career. I like the player. I didn't like that play.
With the 63rd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers select
O-line.
Jake Slaughter, guard, Florida.
Called it. O-line. That's all you get right now. It's second round late, going almost into the third round. You're going to get
Tyler Biotish in free agency,
position.
so they're going to give him a whirl at guard. Remember, Mike Daniels,
like position
new
group,
offense
rather.
there, new coordinator. They're going to really
like if it's tight end receiver, I'm going to say receiving
quick
option.
To the second level, getting out in space. You're going to see a very athletic offensive line for the Chargers, getting those 2 tackles back.
Slaughter's a
and
good
you've
pick.
also got a fallback. You get an injury at center, Slaughter can kick inside and do that. He's got really good football intelligence to go with that quickness.
Nice. Thank you, Dan Jeremiah.
So
for that breakdown. Okay. So they went O-line. We know that. We'll go ahead and refresh this page. First pick of the second round. Did we get all the way down? Was that 32? Wow. Round 2, 63rd pick. Isn't there? Should be more. Yeah, 64th pick is the... They're not showing it up here. Interesting. See, refresh this. Refresh this. You're not refreshing it properly. What's going on? That's weird. Do that. Let me do this. NFL Plus. Get open. Get open. Figure to watch. Yes, we're watching the draft. Oh, it's not showing me the picks on the top anymore. It cut off the Seahawks. Interesting. Show me round 2, son. Seahawks pick is in. It doesn't say who it is yet. Need running back. We already got one. They already got one. O-line, corner, edge. This could be Tiernan right here. Or do they go corner? Because corners are flying off the friggin' shelves. After 2 corners in the first round, there have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 DBs in the second round, counting safeties. Interesting. 7 DBs in the second round. Yeah, I don't think you're wrong, man. When you say we probably signed some weapons in free agency, probably. There's going to be guys that fall too. There's going to be guys that go out of the draft. We still have a lot of draft left to go, though. Let's see what happens. Let's get back onto our show. Go back over to my little draft chart here. So wide receivers: Bell, Brazel, Bell, the other Bell, Skylar Bell, Antonio Williams, Elijah Surratt, Branch, not interested, Burks, Hurst, nice one, Fields, nice one, Thompson, Daniels, nice if you can stay healthy, a little older. Jacoby Lane, I love. Alistair's okay. I think Alistair's gone, isn't he? Did I not see Alistair get drafted somewhere? Maybe not. Jacoby Lane, I like a lot. I like Jacoby Lane more than most people do. Josh Cameron, I like a lot. Thick, fast, strong. Jeff Caldwell's a beast. Chase Roberts, sleeping on him. BYU, he's a good receiver. Kendrick Law's a nice weapon. Quick, jump cuts, decent blocker. He's like a 6 foot, 205-pound guy, I think, 210-pound guy. Where Josh Cameron is like 225, 6'1", 225. It's a nice beastie little receiver. Could be a nice weapon. Tight ends, we still got my boys Roush, Royer, and Reardon are all still there. Koziel's still there as well, and Delp. So a lot of tight ends to choose from. Running backs, nobody's taken another running back yet. Mike Washington Jr. is sitting there like a big old juicy meatball. Dang it. Okay, I got to refresh this because it's still giving me like weird picks for the late rounds here. Let me see. Third round. Let's go 7 so I can see who their picks are later on. Enter solo. Speed that up. Going back to the show. Seahawks pick is in.
What up, 12s?
What up, 12s? Cliff Averill.
With the 64th pick in the 2026 NFL
O-line.
Draft,
Do O-line.
the world champs,
Tiernan.
Seattle Seahawks,
Do it.
Bud Clark.
Nope. Safety.
TCU.
That's 8 DBs in the second round.
Your guy, go ahead and take this one.
Wow.
Yeah, I love this one because I talked about this in our pre-show. I was looking forward to seeing ball hawks come off the board, and look at the second descriptor of him right there. Yeah, he's a lean frame and all that, but he finds the football. That was that opening night against North Carolina, Bill Belichick's debut. He would love to have that one back. How about Bud Clark getting into coverage there, locating the football, great hands, takes it away. 15 overall interceptions his entire career. There he is working in the slot, coming back into the play. Ball pops up. Who comes down with it? Bud Clark.
Okay. That's a nice pick. Let's see why the Chiefs concerns guys were high on Bud. A lot of interceptions. That's 8 DBs in the second round. That's got to be a record for the second round. That's a lot. That's almost a third of the picks in the second round. At least a quarter. It's a quarter of the picks in the second round. Wow. Crazy. Picks in for the Cardinals in the third round. The Cardinals select.
Ladies and gentlemen, salute to service. Represents the NFL's.
Salute to service.
Connecting with our nation's service members.
What are we doing? All the service members are coming out to lead off the third round. So they've gone running back and O-line with Jeremiah Love and Chase Personas. Is it Personas? Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. Besantis. Do they go quarterback? Do they shock the world and take Carson back right here? Do they go Bill Parcells and grab the quarterback with 3 years as a starter? You like that pick? That last one, the Bud Clark pick, was nice. A good guy for the defending Super Bowl champs. Crazy to say that, huh? Seahawks, another Super Bowl title. Dang it. We got Roger Goodell shaking hands with a bunch of these people on the stage. Move it along, folks. We're here for the draft. Appreciate you honoring the soldiers, so that's good. Soldiers, seamen, and airmen. What do we got? You need a future quarterback. I don't think they even have him rated as the third quarterback, which is nuts. Okay. So this has them taking Keontae Scott, corner. The auto draft did. Just past them. They already added Tyler Algier and Kendrick Bourne. Some nice weapons. So Kendrick Bourne, Marvin Harrison Jr., and Michael Wilson are your wide receivers. Trey McBride's your tight end. Jeremiah Love and Tyler Algier are your running backs. That's what everybody was saying. Oh, Tyler Algier, they're not going to draft Jeremiah Love. They got Tyler Algier. So no, that's exactly why they're going to draft Jeremiah Love. Because Tyler Algier was a great number 2 to Tyler Algier was a great number 2 to Bijan Robinson. He's not number 1. Excited to see where these Washington corners go. Me too, man. I like those guys a lot. Parsock and Takario. We'll see where they end up. We like Washington corners in Kansas City between Marcus Peters and Trent McDuffie. We've had some good luck with them. Let's go corners. Let's see what's left here on the board. Cornerbacks. Dalen Everett's nice. Malik Muhammad's nice. Takario Davis, we were just talking about. Prysock, we were talking about. These are all nice corners, man. There's a lot of guys still here. I would not be surprised to see us go back and grab another one of them and a safety. We need weapons, though, man. We need some weapons for Patrick. Let's go. I would love, if we take Mike Washington, dude, I'll be excited. Because unlike a lot of people that are following the draft and leading up to the draft, I don't believe our number 2 running back is on the roster in the sense that I don't believe there's a guy that's going to come off the bench if Kenneth Walker misses 3 or 4 games and maintain the offense at the level it is operating at that time. There's not. You're going to trust Amari DiMarcaro, rather. You're going to trust Amari DiMarcaro, or you got DiMarcado, or you got to trust Brashard Smith, who didn't do anything and knows he needs to get bigger, or we're going to trust Shenderick Ellis. Is that his name? I don't even remember his name. Like, who's going to be the guy? Right? Here we go. What do we got? Is this David? This is not David.
See. Here it is.
No.
With the 65th pick and the 2026
James Conner again.
Arizona Cardinals select Carson Beck.
Called it. Who called it? Who called it? Carson Beck, Arizona Cardinals. And don't be shocked if he has the best season of the 3 quarterbacks drafted so far. You came to the right channel. I called it. Carson Beck, top of the 3rd, to the Cardinals. Jeremiah Love, 3rd pick overall, to the Cardinals. Let's go. Let's go. Talk to me, you pundits who don't think I know what I'm talking about. You guys all think you got it all figured out. We're getting Bade and Lemon in the first. No, we're not. And we didn't get either of them. Carson Beck's garbage. Carson Beck started 3 straight years and played really well. Carson Beck was in the national championship. Threw a touchdown when Mendoza didn't throw a touchdown. Mendoza played his butt off. But how different is he viewed? Are they both viewed if Carson Beck leads Miami to the title? 4th and 5 down to the goal line. If they stop Fernando Mendoza, how different is this draft? You're talking about a guy, God bless him, he seems like a really good kid, Fernando Mendoza, who's got 1 season of production. One perfect shining star season. We just totally capitalized on it. Good for him. But tell me this team's not going to make some friggin' hay. Dude, they're not even listing Michael Wilson, who played his butt off last year whenever Marvin Harrison was out. They got Tyler Algier as their number 2 running back. Dude. Jacoby Brissett hasn't been in for camp. So Carson Beck's in line to be the guy. Gardner Minshew's in there for a backup. We'll see.
Plenty of reps for Carson Beck, assuming this
Man,
is an extended
I'm so glad I called that one too. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Excited. Calling picks in the third round. Woo! Who are the Broncos going to take? I don't want them to take anybody. Who are the Broncos going to take? The Broncos, the Broncos, the Broncos. Carson Beck called it. The Broncos needs D-tackle, tight end, linebacker, running back. Oh, if they take Mike Washington, I'm going to be pissed. Don't do it. Oops. Let's go back to review screen. TJ Ward, what's up?
Hey, on behalf of the Super Bowl 50 champions and the
Take a DB. You need a DB. Take a DB. Take Dalen Everett. That's a really good DB right there. Don't take Mike Washington. You don't need him.
D-tackle, Texas A&M.
D-tackle.
Let's go, Bronco.
Tyler Onyedem.
Yeah,
all right.
About the range I thought he would come off the board here in this third round. We're going to see a couple more defensive tackles. I think McClellan from Missouri will be another one we'll hear called. Those guys closely
interesting
together. Those first 4 seasons at Iowa State, you watch him. He's a big frame guy, 6'3.5", 292 pounds. Got those long
interesting.
arms, 34 and change. You can see as a 3 technique, he's got the ability at that size. You see it right here, that quickness to work up the field. There's a chance for him to be a real penetrating.
He's also number 11 like Peter Woods. They're around the same height and the same weight. But what a difference 34-inch arms and big hands makes. Because when he gets his hands on people, they go down. They're not sliding out of his grasp. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. A white jacket, huh, Coach? Coach dressed like the White Shadow. Coach of the Broncos just like the White Shadow. Were you here, Adam Zinselmeyer? Did you miss it when I called Carson Beck to the Arizona Cardinals? It will be a highlight tonight when this is over. All right. Raiders pick is in. Who's coming up to announce it? That's the question. Raiders selection is in.
Is the latest Raider. Got 2 third-round picks.
Matt Millen again. 2 third-round picks. Kieran Crawford, edge. Auburn.
Select Kieran Crawford, defensive end.
Kieran Crawford.
Welcome to the Raiders.
Good for him. How about Kieran Crawford? Never even put a helmet on until his senior year of high school.
6'4" and 3/8", 253 pounds. This is a big, strong dude.
Ends up spending some time developing over the last couple years opposite.
Let's see here. Okay. Thing is, Auburn, how do you get big, long, athletic dudes like him and Kevin Falk or Keldrick Falk, and you don't develop them into like the sickest friggin' pass rush duo in college football? I question the coaching. There's good pressure on the quarterback there, though. Dang. He was on Simpson in a hurry. That's not fun. That's not good for us. I don't like that at all. You got a good one, Casey. That's a good pick right there. That's an athletic kid that's got nothing but upside. That arrow's pointing up on that kid big time. Eagles pick is in. Bears are on the clock. We're nowhere to be seen. Will we trade back in to the third round? We'll have to wait and see. I might call it for a minute after this pick, see what the Eagles take, and then jump back on if the Chiefs decide to trade back in. Because it's just getting long in the tooth this evening. What are we at? 9:30 almost. They're going to commercial. Okay, let's get the Eagles pick, and then we'll take a break. You did, LOL? So you didn't miss. You missed last night. Last night I called Sadiq to the Jets. Nobody was calling that. I called Jeremiah Love to the Cardinals. I called Sadiq to the Jets. I didn't know they were going to go Tate for the Titans. That's a great addition for Cam Ward. But I didn't expect that, especially with Arvell, Reese, and Sonny Styles both on the board. But then prick that he is, Saleh comes back around and gets Anthony Hill Jr. and Carnell Tate. Suck a dick. What? Dude. Things are falling into place for him. Robert Saleh's got every reason to do well this year and no excuse. Have a great night, Adam. I'll be back again later, buddy. I might be out for myself in a minute. I'm going to watch one more pick and see how it goes. Enjoy watching the other streams, pal. I was actually going to invite you to be on this stream, but I was a little late getting to it. If you want to jump on with me later, let me know. Tomorrow, not today. If you want to jump on tomorrow for some of the late picks, let me know. We could watch a few of the Chiefs picks and then bounce and talk about it. But who else invites fans to come on the show? You got to be certain people, though. You got to be the right, fans. Let's see. Eagles pick is in. They're still waiting to see what they do. The Eagles could go a lot of ways. What do they need? Still says edge, offensive tackle, wide receiver, tight end. They already got tight end in Stowers. They got wide receiver Mekhi Lemon. They got a bunch of wide receivers because they picked some up in the offseason too. They need an edge. Yeah, Danny Petton could be the guy right here. He could be the guy. That's what the fake auto draft did for them, and he very well could be the guy they take. Let's see here. Let's go 7 rounds fast PFF. And we'll speed that up and get through that really fast. This is crazy. There's some good drafts happening right now. Question is, how many of these guys are we going to remember 2 years from now? That's the question. We won't remember a lot. A lot of them will just be guys. Let's see where this goes. This has got the Eagles taking Jermod McCoy now, which I kind of don't see. If there's an edge that they want, they need edge help. So, man, called Carson Beck, though. Oh, I don't want them to get that. Let's not do that. Let's not do Mike Washington of the Browns later. They need a back, though. That very well could be the pick. Let's see here. We're back on. Travis Kelce, 63rd pick, 2013.
He's got to be ready for a wedding this summer. He'll be doing a little dancing.
You want to blast from the past? Yes. The Eagles are cashing in a pick right now that they got in the Jets trade for Hassan Reddick. That's been a minute. That's this pick.
Here we go.
That's why the Jets aren't making it. The Eagles are.
Brian Westbrook back on center stage.
With the 68th pick of the 2026 NFL Draft.
Is it going to be... No, Markel Bell, offensive tackle, Miami.
Tackle from Miami.
Wow. Big boy.
Well, if the Philadelphia Eagles want to have a tag team wrestling...
There's your Lane Johnson incumbent right there. Incumbent, but apprentice. 6'9" and a quarter, 346 pounds. Markel Bell of the Miami Hurricanes. Coming in to play tackle. Going to pop him over to the right side. Let him replace Lane Johnson next season after this year. Dude's just a road grader. Monster. Wow. Not a lot of guys that would make Orlando Brown Jr. look small. This dude's one of those dudes. This is a big cat. Whew. Look at him just erasing corners. Oh my gosh. That wasn't even fair. Man, oh man, oh man. Oh. Just put you in the dirt, son. Geez, still have to throw it 5 times. Show it up over and over again. That poor kid's family. Jeez Louise. Bears pick is in. The Niners are on the clock. So far, the Bears have Dylan Thieneman, obviously, and Logan Jones, the center. The 49ers with Deshaun Stribling, and that's it so far. I thought they had a second pick. What did they do? Let me see. What am I doing here? Am I missing something here? Oh, they traded back out. That's right. So in the 3rd round, they got 2 picks now. Okay. All right. All right. Quote Denzel Washington. All right. What do we got here?
To help me make the Bears pick.
Bears picks.
Please welcome Tylen. They're representing Friends of the Children, an incredible organization that focuses on the importance of mentorship and empowering youth. The NFL and the Bears work with Friends of the Children.
Tylen's the adult, Timothy's the kid.
Initiative. Tylen and Timothy, it's time to announce the pick.
What do you got, kids?
With the 69th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Sam Rosas.
Is this Sam Roush? Yeah, Sam Roush. Stanford tight end. That's a nice pick. And they already got tight ends. That's a good pick. That's a good pick for the Bears. They're helping out their quarterback for sure. Dang. Loveland and Komet and Roush now. You're going to go 3 tight ends with those 3 dudes? Dude, that's just not even fair.
He's almost 270 pounds. So you got a creative play caller.
We got the better starting number 1 tight end than they have. But as a tight end group, dude, as a tight end group, the Bears are killing us right now. Loveland, Komet, now they add Roush. That's nuts. That's a really good group. That's a really nice group. Man, oh man, oh man. Okay, well, we're on to the 49ers. Their pick is in. The Commanders are on the clock. And I think it's about time for your boy to take a break. One of my favorite players just went off the board. 49ers about to take somebody. Maybe they'll show this real quick and I can watch this, then we can jump. We'll come back later if the Chiefs trade back into this round. Let's see what happens. Okay, what do you got for me? What do you got? Here we go.
On NBC. Here's the Niners' later selection.
Andy's back out there.
With the 70th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft.
Weapon?
The San Francisco 49ers.
You already got a weapon.
Romello Height, defensive
edge rusher. Nice.
Tech.
Nice job.
We're seeing why a lot of these teams
Romello Height, Texas Tech. Speed to burn. Not a big guy, but man, does he get in there fast. It's definitely a different style of pass rush than they've had in the past.
Height generated a lot of pressure with a lot of production on that opposite side of the field.
He hasn't been playing super long either.
Under 240 pounds, but he can win with
first team All Big 12. Man.
And I wrote down repeatedly in my notes.
Okay, that's enough for me for now. The Washington Commanders are on the clock. And we're not in this round, so I'm going to leave it to you guys. We have so far, not too shabby. Not too shabby gabby. So far, your Kansas City Chiefs have added R. Mason Thomas, an edge in the second round, to Peter Woods, who they got late in the first round, and Mansoor Delane, who they traded up for in round 1 to get a pick number 6 because a couple teams were going to try to jump us, and who clearly, apparently, by how far down it was before the second corner was drafted, and the fact that there was a run on them in the second round, most corners were looked at as second round picks. And I think that the Dolphins just really wanted Chris Johnson, and they wanted to make sure nobody got him in the second round. And it also gives them that, 5th-year option for him. So they traded up and grabbed him. Chris Johnson of San Diego State. But, 8 DBs in the second round. That's nuts. We're into the third round now. We'll see where things go. It's actually 3 DBs in the first round if you count Caleb Downs. I think that was it. I don't think there was any other safeties. Let me double check here. Oh, yeah, Thieneman. 4. So 4 DBs, 2 corners, 2 safeties. Kind of surprised at 2 safeties in the first round, but not considering the players. It's not common that there's a lot of safeties in the first round. But there's usually more corners, and there was only 2. So it is what it is. We're going to leave you guys to it. I'm going to get a little break here, and I'll keep watching and see if we end up trading back up. If we don't, then I'll probably see you all tomorrow because there's just too many picks to try to follow along here. But I'm glad I got one more call out before anybody else did. Carson Beck, Arizona Cardinals, each quarterback. As always, till next time, go Chiefs.